On a gorgeous Thursday night here in Allentown, Pennsylvania, we are at Coca-Cola Park, where it is time for Lehigh Valley IronPigs baseball. Hi, everybody. Sam Jelinek with you here from the Cyan Sky broadcast booth as the IronPigs, the Buffalo Bisons, continue their six-game set right now, tied at one apiece. IronPigs taking the opener Tuesday morning, and the Bisons coming back with a pretty emphatic 11-1 win last night. It was it was a long game, 3 hours and 20 minutes to begin with, and then also an hour 20 rain delay on top of it, which didn't have us out of here until about 11:30 last night. So flip the page. Hope you got enough sleep last night, and the Pigs will try to flush what was their worst loss of the season by scoring margin last night. They dropped them to 18-17 now in the season, while Buffalo, they are 3 games under 500 at 16-19. Gene Cabrera gets the ball for the IronPigs here on Thursday night. Gene 1-1 with an 8.25 ERA. Here's the starting lineup that he's going to face for the Buffalo Bisons, brought to you by PSECU. PSECU remembers achieve more. For the Bisons, Ismael Munguia leads it off. He's in center field. Batting second, Josh Kasevich, third baseman. Charles McAdoo, DHs, hits third. RJ Schreck, the left fielder, will bat fourth. Batting fifth, Bradley Gerada, he's in right field. Willie McIver doing the catching, hits sixth. Rafael Montigua will play shortstop and hits seventh. Carlos Mendoza, his double play partner, at second, hits eighth. And Ryan McCarty plays first base and bats ninth, with Grant Rogers getting the ball for Buffalo when we go to the bottom of the first. Cabrera making his team-leading 7th start of the season. So far, it has been a rough campaign for Gene, 1-1 with an 8.25 ERA. There have been some bright spots, but last time out, another short outing for him, giving up 4 runs over 3 innings to Syracuse. Into his line, the first pitch of the game from Cabrera to Ismael Munguia is right down the middle for strike one, and we're underway, actually a minute early at 6:44 p.m. here on Thursday night in Allentown. Cabrera working quick, 0-1 on the way. The slider is off the outside corner, 1-1. Game time temp, 64 degrees, so a touch-ish on the chilly side, especially when the wind kicks up. Cabrera first base side, down the hill. This is with a changeup down and in on Munguia, who leads off for a 3rd straight game here. He has led off each of the first 2 games by getting on base, doubled, and then came in to score in the first inning last night. 2-1, fouls it off his leg, trickles to the backstop. 2-2. Munguia, somebody that we saw a lot of last year when he was with Scranton Wilkes-Barre, now hitting .375 with Buffalo. 9 for his first 24, 2 doubles, 1 RBI. 2-2 pitch. Munguia off the end of the bat, flies it back behind the plate over the backstop. Out of play, 2-2. Bisons with the 11-1 win last night, 16-19 now in the season, 7 games back in the standings, 2-2. Off the hands, Munguia, pop fly, shallow left center, Cairo backing up for it, the shortstop gathers under it, makes the catch, and for the first time this week, the IronPigs retire the leadoff man in the ball game. 1 away, brings up Josh Kasevich. Cabrera, in his 7th start here today, is 1-1 with an 8.25 ERA this season. 24 innings, 19 strikeouts, 16 walks, has given up 32 hits. Kasevich, right-handed hitter, first pitch fastball, it's a sinker running inside on him. Defensively for the Pigs behind Cabrera, it's going to be Oscar Mercado in left. Wind from Gene, the 1-0. Kasevich, a weak roller out to short to his left. Christian Cairo vacuums it up. On-target throw to first. Gets Kasevich by a couple of steps. 2 up, 2 down for Gene Cabrera. Oscar Mercado in left. Stuart Baroa in center. Brian De La Cruz in right. Otto Kemp's at the hot corner. Cairo, now at short. Robert Moore's at second. Carter Kieboom at first. And Caleb Ricketts catches Cabrera. 2 outs, nobody on for Charles McAdoo. McAdoo DHing today. Another right-handed hitter. Takes a first pitch sweeper. A little high and away. 1 ball, no strikes. We mentioned a little bit on the chillier side at 64 degrees. The way the wind can whip in at times. 1-0. McAdoo off the hands, breaks his bat. Soft floater, shallow center. Moore racing out. It's not going to get there as it'll fall in and roll out to Baroa in center. It's a base hit for Charles McAdoo. Just another hit for him this week. Had a 5-hit game, including a 3-run homer on Tuesday. Picked up 2 more hits last night. This time breaks what might be his lucky bat this week, but goes out with a bang with a base hit. So McAdoo at first brings up R.J. Schreck. It's a really good effort by Moore. Man, he was sprinting after that shallow center. Lost the hat. First base run of the game for the Bisons. R.J. Schreck, left-handed hitter. Open stance. Cabrera the set from the stretch for the first time. This is with a changeup. Schreck with a big game last night. Drove in nearly half the runs for the Bisons. Was 3 for 5. Had 2 2-run doubles. Drove in 5 runs total. Throw over to first. McAdoo dives back to the bag. No score, top of the first. Bisons with a 2-out base runner have McAdoo at first. Cabrera, first base side of the mound, set at the belt. Long hold, pitch clock comes down, now to the plate. Changeup. This is arm side again. Outside to the lefty. Ball 2. For the chillier temperatures, the home plate area out to the mound currently in shadows. Third base is in shadows. The rest of the field in sunshine. Throw over to first. McAdoo, a late break back. He's able to scramble in. Cabrera does have a pickoff this season. He came during his last home start here against Durham. 2-0 pitch. Schreck ambushes it. Drills a fastball high in the air, deep to right. De La Cruz doesn't even move as that baseball is way out of here. And R.J. Schreck, with his 4th homer this season, gets the Bisons on the board first. They lead 2-0 here in the top of the first. That baseball was scorched. StatCast only has it at 99 off the bat, but I don't believe it. In any case, it's the 4th homer of the season for Schreck. Just jumps all over a 2-0 fastball right down the middle. And the Bisons on the board first. Make it 2-0 here in the top of the first. So it had been a innocuous enough but good start. The first pitch from Cabrera to Terada is in for a strike. Had Terada backing out of the box. Not sure if he thought Gene was working too quick or if the pitch clock was winding down. Or Terada thought he had called time or what, but Terada was exiting stage left, and Cabrera threw home and got a free strike on him. 0-1, sweeper on the outside corner. 0-2. For Schreck, that's now 18 RBIs in the season and 7 this week. 0-2 on Terada, hitting .213, 4 homers. He's driven in 13 this year. 0-2, swing and a miss. Chase the sweeper up and away. Cabrera bounces back with a 3-pitch strikeout of Terada. But the damage done by R.J. Schreck, a 2-run homer, gets the Bisons on the board first. Go to the bottom of the first. It's Buffalo 2, and the IronPigs coming to bat here at the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Bottom of the first, it's the Buffalo Bisons 2 and the IronPigs coming to bat here against Grant Rogers. Getting the ball for Buffalo. This is the starting lineup he's going to face today for the IronPigs. Brought to you by PSECU. PSECU, where members achieve more. Christian Cairo leads it off, and it's Stuart Baroa and Otto Kemp. Brian De La Cruz, Leover Piguero, Carter Kieboom, your 4, 5, and 6. Then rounding it out, Caleb Ricketts, Oscar Mercado, and Robert Moore for the Pigs against Grant Rogers. Rogers, a right-handed pitcher for the Bisons. 11th round pick of the Blue Jays out of McNeese State. 2023. Delivers home the first pitch to Cairo, and it's a sinker that misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Cairo playing shortstop today, hitting .269 for the Pigs. 1-0, sinker inside, and that hits him on the elbow. So Rogers just loses that arm side, kind of gets it off the funny bone for Cairo, as says a couple words to himself. I think it deflected off the elbow guard a little, and then off the funny bone, and, well, nobody's laughing here. Pigs, though, got a leadoff base runner here in the bottom of the first. Cairo aboard, brings up Stuart Baroa. Pigs down 2-zip early. Rogers, a tough start to the year here. That's actually the first batter that he's hit. More often than not, he's been the one getting hit. 24 in the third innings. It's given up 30 hits, 18 runs, 17 earned. It's a .629 ERA. 1-3 record, .629 ERA in all. 6'7", 230-pound righty. Works on the first base side of the rubber, instead of the chest, delivers home. His sinker is outside to Baroa, showed bunt. Kasevich at third will play well in on the grass here and almost 5 feet off the line. It's the left side of the infield practically wide open for Baroa. 1-0, tries to drag a bunt up the first base side, stabs and misses. 1-1. Defensively for the Bisons, it's R.J. Schreck in the left, Ismael Munguia in center, Riley Tirada in right. Josh Kasevich is at third base, Rafael Montigua the shortstop, Carlos Mendoza at second, and Ryan McCarty at first. 1-1. Baroa takes a splitter, drops below the knees. William McIver catches Rogers. Baroa switch hitter batting left. .265 in the season. 2-1 coming home, and he slices it on the ground by a diving Kasevich and inside the third base bag. It'll slither off the sidewall. Cairo on his way to third as Schreck finally retrieves it, and Baroa walks into second with a double. We talked about how close the line Kasevich was playing. It was for that precise reason to try to cut that ball off. But Baroa hit it so hard down the line and basically right over the bag that Kasevich didn't stand a chance. So the Pigs, after falling down 2-0 in the top of the first, in business here for the bottom half. 2 in scoring position for Otto Kemp. Otto 1 for 3 last night. Infield is back for the Bisons. Look back to second from Rogers. First one on the way to Kemp, and he fouls it off the plate. Otto with a huge game back on Tuesday, tying a franchise record with 7 RBIs. Grand slam and a 3-run homer. Down the count, 0-1. Right on right matchup, the strike one pitch. Slider down and away. Rogers will use really 5 pitches, also has a 4-seam fastball, but sinker, slider, cutter, splitter, and curveball will be the primary offense. 1-1 coming. Slider is off the plate. Kemp thought about it. Able to lay off. 2-1. IronPigs, before they could really blink last night, were down big in a jiffy. They saw Buffalo score 2 times in the top of the first, then 4 in the second. 2-1, Otto out in front, pops it up behind home. Back up and over the sweets. So to get an answer back here quickly is paramount. 2-2 on Kemp. Otto takes a deep breath, steps back into the box. Rogers set at the letters, delivers home, and Kemp turns on it high in the air, deep to left, back on it, Schreck to the wall. It's gone. Otto Kemp on a line into the bullpen. Jumps the Pigs in front 3-2 with a 3-run shot here in the bottom of the first. Took a sinker on the inside corner, and Kemp's homered for the 3rd time this week. Give him 10 RBIs just in this series. His 2nd 3-run homer against Buffalo. It's a bell-tie fastball, and Otto tucks the hands inside, turns on it straightaway left. And Otto, who came into the week with no homers, has basically doubled his RBI output while tripling how many homers he has in the season. So clear the bases off. Still nobody out. First pitch on the way to Brian De La Cruz. A sinker in off the plate. The only question for Otto there was if it was going to have enough height. 1-0 to De La Cruz. Sinker on the inside corner, 1-1. Got enough of it, hit it hard, but it was hard to tell if it had too much topspin, if it was going to carry. Shrek was getting back, and that's one of those balls that if it has more height on it, actually. 1-1. De La Cruz, a weak tapper up the third base side, rolling towards the chalk. It's going to stay fair, die on the grass, and it's an infield single for Brian De La Cruz. Everything coming up IronPigs. Because if Kemp's homer has more air under it and Shrek can get back to the wall, that's a ball you might be able to rob. And as Rogers has allowed now 4 straight base runners here to begin the bottom of the first, we're going to get a very early mound visit as Drew Hayes goes out to talk with him. Cairo hit by a pitch, Baroa doubled, Kemp the 3-run homer, and now De La Cruz an infield single, and it is a nightmarish start for Grant Rogers. So last time out, he was kind of getting on the right track here as his last couple of outings. His past 2 outings have been pretty good. Against Scranton Wilkes-Barre, he went 5 innings, allowed just 3 runs, 2 earns, 7 hits, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk. Now he's following up a 5 innings of shutout baseball against Columbus on April the 23rd. But here today, the Pigs ambushing him. First pitch to Liover Piguero out of the mound visit. It's a sinker down the middle, 0-1. 4 straight base runners for the Pigs to begin the bottom of the first. And 3-2 lead now. 0-1 on Piguero, De La Cruz at first, and Rogers rips off a slider that just misses down and away. Home plate umpire today, Kellen Martin, Derek Pacheco over at first, and Charlie Welling third base, backed with 3-man crew as Steve Jashinsky has exited. Our umpires brought to you by Gross McGinley, attorneys at law. 1-1, Piguero whiffs on the slider. 1-2. Piguero hitting .257 this year. He's got no homers, driven in 16. Carter Keyboom on deck. Still nobody out, bottom of the first. Rogers set the letters, first base side to the plate. Piguero swings, lines it the other way. Coming in for it, Tirada lines it up, makes the catch. De La Cruz retreats to first, and Piguero, although hitting that baseball right in the button, is the first out here at the bottom of the first. Brings up Carter Keyboom. Carter out of the lineup yesterday, but had 2 hits back on Tuesday. Is really now, outside of Otto Kemp, has been the hottest IronPigs hitter for the better part of a month. Right-handed hitter has De La Cruz at first. Rogers, the righty on the mound, spins off a slider that misses off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Keyboom with 2 homers is driven in 10, hitting .317, which actually leads the team amongst qualified hitters. 1-0 coming. Slider down and away again. Keyboom doesn't want a piece of that. Middle infield is back at double play depth. Outfield straight away on Carter. Caleb Ricketts on deck. Catcher sets up down and away. De La Cruz short lead at first. 2-0 pitch. Keyboom swings, drives it high in the air, deep down the right field line. Tirada back towards the corner. 3-2 IronPigs on the Otto Kemp 3-run homer. 2 outs, a man at first for Caleb Ricketts. Watches a first pitch sinker high and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Ricketts hitting at .212 as 4 homers, driven in 19. Left-handed hitter, Rogers from the chest delivers. Ricketts swings through a splitter, down out of the zone. 1-1. Rogers getting his first taste of AAA this season. He touched high A and double A last year, and even though just a half season at double A, pitched well enough to warrant a look at AAA to begin this year. Pitch home to Ricketts, he chops it foul up the first base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. IronPigs getting to Rogers here, though, as he has continued to struggle on the road. He's now given up 15 runs on the road compared to just 6 runs while at home. 1-2, backdoor slider, just misses down and away. Catcher McIver is going to challenge this. That's the first challenge of the game here. for either team. We'll see if the Bisons get the punch out to end the inning, and they do. Call on the field is overturned. Ricketts down on strikes. Rogers gets him looking with an assist to Willie McIver on the challenge. But the Pigs get 3 runs on the Otto Kemp 3-run homer. Take the lead. We go to the second. 3-2 Iron Pigs after 1 here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Top of the second, a pretty interesting first inning as both teams getting some early pop. A 2-run homer for R.J. Schreck, and Iron Pigs answer back one better with a 3-run homer for Otto Kemp. So Gene Cabrera gets to wipe the slate clean, now working with a 1-run lead. Top of the second, Willie McIver, Rafael Lantigua, Carlos Mendoza due up, and Cabrera attacking the sinker on the outside corner. 0-1. The thing to watch for Cabrera, at least here today early, and it's been kind of the case in the early part of his season, is how many swings and misses he's generated. Gets one here, 0-1 sweeper off the plate. McIver tries to check his swing, but he went around. 0-2, McIver hitting at .269 in the year for the Bisons. No homers, he's driven in 4. Call timeout, step out. Cabrera this year, the swings and misses have not been as abundant as they have been in the past. Lines and deals, 0-2. Sinker down and away. Just missing off the plate, 1-2. Because for Cabrera, when the swings and misses are coming, he is at his best. When he's not missing bats, as was the case last week against Syracuse, 1-2. Sweeper off the plate, 2-2. Tied to season high, giving up 7 hits. You know, that's when things are going to be tough. And in this day and age, whether or not you're a baseball purist or old-fashioned, the name of this game as a pitcher is getting swings and misses. 2-2, McIver, a bouncing ball over the third base bag, stumbling Kemp on the backhand gloves, throws from foul territory, and he got him! Otto Kemp shades of Manny Machado for the first out here in the second. From basically the third base coach's box, Otto Kemp makes the play. Man, he was 5 or 7 feet into foul territory, throwing off balance across his body to get the outs. 1 away here to begin the second. Here's Rafael Lantigua. First pitch sinker is high and tight to him, but that play is a pretty good microcosm of why you want swings and misses. That was a phenomenal play by Kemp. 1-0 coming, Lantigua swings and misses through the sweeper, 1-1, but that was weak contact off the bat and still required a Herculean effort from Otto Kemp to make that play. 1-1 pitch, down and away. 2 balls, 1 strike, and also on top of it, me going with the shades of Manny Machado is what it, resonates with me. There's probably people out there who, for them, that's Brooks Robinson. 2-1 pitch. Lantigua rolls over a ground ball to short. Far easier this time. Cairo there to glove it straight up, throw to first. Retire Lantigua, 2 up, 2 down. For others, maybe a little Scott Rowland and Otto Kemp there making that play. 2 ground outs for Cabrera here in the second. Brings up Carlos Mendoza. And Otto, that is just so far to range in foul territory. And it's funny enough, that was a play that he was practicing during BP today. Roving infield instructor Adam Everett, phenomenal shortstop in his own right during his playing career. First pitch to Mendoza is fouled back, 0-1. Otto just kind of practicing going on the backhand, and more importantly, getting that angle right on the throw when you're throwing off balance like that. You know it's going to sink and going to run arm side on you. 0-1 fastball pushes Mendoza off the plate, 1-1. So, how far up the right field line do you have to start that throw that it'll fade back to Keyboom at first? 2 outs, base is empty for Mendoza, hitting .217 for the Bisons. Takes a look and a fastball upstairs on him. Ball 2. And actually, I think this is Cabrera calling for the challenge, and upon review, the call on the field is going to stand here, and the IronPigs continue to burn challenges left, right, and center. They're the worst team in minor league baseball. The Bisons, too. Here are the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
This is finally made it happen at Ashland's Spring Savings Event. Discover mattress care and everything that's needed. You know what we're so last year. Just what you said, you know, $600 off. At Ashland's Spring Savings Event. Shop more free games at Ashland.com.
You're listening to IronPigs Baseball, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. On Fox Sports Radio 94.7 FM, 12:30 AM, and streaming at lvfoxsports.com.
Bottom of the second, IronPigs lead 3-2 over the Buffalo Bisons. Grant Rogers spins the first pitch home to Oscar Mercado, and it is on the outside corner. 0-1. It's been the Otto Kemp show here today and also this week. 3rd homer of the week for him. He's now driven in 10 runs as well. 3-run shot. First inning today, giving the Pigs 1-run lead. Mercado swings through the slider from Rogers. Off the plate, 0-2. 8-9-1 to up for the Pigs here in the second against Rogers, trying to bounce back from the 3-run homer that he allowed to Otto Kemp in the first. 0-2. It's down and away to Oscar. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mercado trying to just find his footing here. He is searching for anything at the plate, hitting just 141 now, 1 homer, 4 RBIs, checks his swing on the pitch outside. Appeal to first, and he did not go. 2-2. Oscar taking extra BP today, hit in Group 2, and then stayed around and hit in Group 3 alongside Kate Fergus. Right on right matchup, the 2-2. Oscar chops it foul to the backstop. Full count. Or still 2-2 rather. But on top of the 3-run homer for Otto, the stunning defensive play in the top of this inning. 2-2 pitch. Fastball, an inch or 2 off the outside corner. Typically, guys do it the opposite way. You make a stunning defensive play and then follow it up with a 3-run homer. Now Otto does it back. It's 3-2. Mercado off the hands, pops it up on the infield, right on top of second base. Shortstop Lantigua cuts in front, makes the catch. 1 away here to be in the second. One out, nobody on for Robert Moore. Switch hitter batting left, takes a swing at the first pitch, fouls it back. Robert getting the start today, hitting .244, 4 homers. He's driven in 11. 0-1 coming, and Moore late on it, slaps it down the left field side, way out of play. And he's quickly down the count 0-2. Moore with 4 homers is driven in 11. 0-2. Way late, but he's able to scrape it foul off the Pigs dugout. Careens out to Pigs third base coach manager Tank Adamson. A little kick save, pick it up, toss it into the crowd. I think some lucky fans' day out there. 0-2 again, and Moore lifts it in the air down the left field line, slicing towards the sidewall. Shrek giving chase. Will have room, still in fair territory. Make the catch, 2 outs. 2 up, 2 down for Grant Rogers. He's actually now retired 5 in a row since the infield single that he gave up to Brian De La Cruz in the first. Pigs with 3 runs on 3 hits in the first inning. Bisons 2 runs, 2 hits. First pitch to Christian Cairo, tries to drop a bunt down, deadens it out in front of the plate. The catcher McIver bare hands, spins and throws to first in time to get Cairo and the inning over. So the Pigs go down in order as Rogers bounces back with a 1-2-3 seconds. And we go to the third. It's 3-2 Iron Pigs here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Tonight's game, I'm having a contest where one lucky fan can join me on the field. If you guys want that chance, just go to Instagram, follow Amazing Tyler 1, and leave a comment on my most recent picture. If you guys want to join me on the field, just go to Amazing Tyler on Instagram, leave a comment.
Thank you, Jack. Like you said, Iron Pigs up 3-2 after 2 innings complete. 9-1-2 to up for the Bisons here in the third. Gene Cabrera, just like Grant Rogers, with a 1-2-3 second, trying to keep it rolling here. Cabrera has retired 4 in a row, and a positive spin to look at it, has retired 6 of 8. Problem is, the 2 guys who did reach base, both of them scored. First pitch on the way to Ryan McCarty. He gets way under it. Mile high pop-up out towards shortstop. Cairo calling for it, waves the arms out, makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. Pigs could use some solid, efficient pitching from Cabrera here today, as they were short-staffed last night in the bullpen. Had to end up using Cade Fergus for the 9th inning. Chuck King could only last 2 innings for him. First pitch on the way to Ismael Munguia. It's a slider up high. 1 ball, no strikes. Munguia popped out to shortstop his first time up. Cabrera with a bright blue glove. Winds, delivers. Another sweeper, this time a little bit high as well. 2 balls, no strikes. So the Pigs could use Cabrera to cover at least 5 innings today, if not potentially more than that. They do have a new arm in the bullpen, although we don't expect him to get into the game today. 2-0, change up down the dirt. 3 balls, no strikes. The Phillies going ahead and claiming a right-handed pitcher off of waivers from the Tigers as they acquired Grant Holman from Detroit. 3-0 pitch right down the middle. 3-1. The Phillies still have 2 open spots on their 40-man roster after Trevor Richards got traded earlier this week to the White Sox. So making use of that opportunity there. 3-1. Munguia fouls it back over the screen, up and into the Swedes. Count runs full. So they claim Holman off of waivers, who is a relief pitcher, still has some options left, some minor league options left. So he's been optioned to AAA Lehigh Valley, where we expect to have him here in a couple of days now. 3-2. Slider up and away. Munguia lays off. It's ball 4. Kind of surprised Cabrera went with the sweeper there to Munguia. Hasn't really commanded that pitch all too well here today, and he ends up walking Munguia, the first free pass he's allowed here today. Runner at first, 1 out. Brings up Josh Kasevich. Grounded to shortstop his first time up. Right-handed hitter. Square stance. Munguia leads at first. Cabrera, leg kick and the pitch. Sweeper at the knees, outside corner. 0-1. 3-2 IronPigs, top of 3. Pigs trying to bounce back from what, at least by scoring margin, is their worst loss of the season. Blown out by 10 last night. Throw over to first, diving back Munguia. Outfield straightaway for Kasevich, infield back. Middle infield playing for 2. Kept actually guarding the line a little bit towards third. Munguia leads, 0-1 pitch, and Kasevich lines it out towards right center field, slicing away from Baroa, still chasing after it. He's not going to get there. One hops off the wall. Munguia on his way to third. He's going to get the wave around. Relay comes into Moore. Throw goes to third, and Kasevich beats it. Feet first slide, he's in ahead of the throw. It's an RBI triple, and the Bisons tied at 3 here in the third inning. Just perfectly placed by Josh Kasevich, hit it hard up the right center field alley. So that was a sinker on the inside corner that he shot the other way, and Baroa, who was playing towards the left center, had a long way to go after that one. Kasevich blazing around the bases, able to turn it into a triple. So the infield comes in with the go-ahead run at third. First pitch to Charles McAdoo is in for a strike, 0-1. McAdoo, a broken bat single, his first time up with 2 outs in the first, came in to score on the Shrek homer. Infield is in. The pitch. McAdoo fouls it back. And Cabrera, good job here, jumps ahead quickly, 0-2. McAdoo has been the hardest guy for the IronPigs to retire this week. 5 hits on Tuesday, 2 last night, already 1 here in this one. Infield plays in, tied at 3. Runner at third, the 0-2, swing and a miss. Gone with a good changeup down and away. And for one of the few times here this week, Charles McAdoo walks back to the dugout empty-handed. Second strikeout of the day for Cabrera in the big spot. Kasevich still at third base, but now he faces R.J. Shrek, who homered off of him his first time up. Shrek was ahead in a 2-0 count and just ambushed a fastball. Cabrera, first pitch this time, goes to the slider on the outside corner. 0-1. Tied at 3. Top of the third. Runner at third, 2 outs. Infield plays Shrek to pull, except for Kemp, who has to stay close to third. 0-1, swings and fouls it off. The catcher Ricketts at the plate, and Shrek loses his helmet, and Ricketts doubled over a little bit. So that foul tip got him below the belt. Saw Paul McIntosh get beat up pretty good last night, and that actually got Ricketts oddly kind of below the knee, underneath of the quad. I don't see too many times that you end up getting hit in that specific spot, but foul ball to a pretty acute location. 0-2 on Shrek. Runner at third, 2 outs. Cabrera trying to limit the damage. Simons up to the set, kicks and delivers, and Shrek yanks a slider off the Bison's dugout. Foul ball as it careens out to Carter Keyboom at first. Oh, 0-2, still on Shrek. Left-handed hitter, open stance. The pitch home, and he Cranks it out towards right center field. Baroa chasing, and he's in front of the track to make the catch. Retire Shrek and end the inning. Baroa positioned perfectly. Able to track that one down. Not too much trouble. We go to the last of the third, tied at 3 here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Bottom of the third, all tied up again. 3 apiece as an RBI triple for Josh Kasevich. Gets the Bisons back to level. First pitch on the way to Stuart Baroa from Grant Rogers. Misses down and into him. 1 ball, no strikes. Baroa slapped a double inside the third base bag his first time up. He has Kasevich nearly on the grass at third, hugging the line. It's the 1-0 sinker, misses off the outside corner. 2 balls, no strikes. Rogers, after giving up the 3-run homer to Kemp, has actually settled in pretty well here. He's now retired 6 in a row. 2-0 pitch. Baroa not taking any chances. Looks right at it. It's ball 3. Probably another automatic take here. Infield plays him the pull. Rogers the line. 3-0 pitch. Way high. And it's a leadoff walk. Easy as it gets for Stuart Baroa there. Leadoff walk puts him aboard for Otto Kemp. Otto now with 10 RBIs in the week. 3-run homer his first time up, turned the 2-0 deficit into a 3-2 lead. Baroa leads at first. Rogers stretches from the chest, delivers home. Cutter backs up, but it finds the inside corner. That's the first strike here, the third inning for Grant Rogers. Otto was working a pretty good AB against Rogers. Got a fastball that ran in on him and just turned on him. Baroa jumping at first. The 0-1. Kemp got a good pitch to hit, but fouled it back. It's a little bit of a hanging slider. It's a little lower in the zone. Actually, take that back. That was middle. So 0-2 on Otto Kemp. Third homer of the season. He's now up to 283 for the Pigs. 0-2. Fastball's up high. OPS at 904. And naturally, that's probably going to start turning some heads a little bit. Felix Reyes, although he did drive in a run last night for the Phillies, still stuck on just, I think, 2 hits. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Ran a splitter down and in on him. That was a well-located pitch, one you don't see too often, a splitter into a righty, and Kemp, the second strikeout victim of the day for Grant Rogers, and that's the first out here of the third inning. One out and man at first for Brian De La Cruz. Infield single his first time up. Baroa dancing from first. Rogers to the plate, and De La Cruz late. Fouls it back. 0-1. De La Cruz was among a group of guys getting some early work in today. Him, Caleb Ricketts among them. De La Cruz has been struggling of late. He did pick up 3 hits last night, including a double. So hopefully he's starting to get off the schneid here. 0-1, Baroa bluffs from first. Pitch misses down and away to De La Cruz. Brian had a tough week in Syracuse as he only had 1 hit during that week-long road trip. Actually, take that back. I'm robbing him here. He had 2 hits, 2 for 18. Throw over to first, and Baroa back to the bag standing. And time is called, and that's actually going to be a balk. Rogers must have shuffled his feet in a manner that second base umpire Charlie Welling deemed illegal. Turned the shoulders maybe a little bit too quick, and that is a balk. Rogers not arguing it at all. I didn't see exactly what it was that led to the balk, but Pigs will take it. Baroa now in scoring position. 1-1 on the way to De La Cruz. He gets under it. Fly ball, center field. Munguia started back. Now in a couple of steps. Lines it up, makes the catch. Baroa starts from second, but he'll stay there. Throw in from Munguia on a hop over to third base. Second out of third. Brings up the over Piguero. Piguero lining out to right field his first time up. 3-all the score. Both teams with homers in the first. Archie Schreck, 2-run shot for the Bisons. Otto Kemp, 3-run homer for the Pigs. RBI triple for Josh Kasevich, tying it in the third inning. Piguero with the man in scoring position. Right on right matchup. Rogers fires home and loses a slider up and in. Piguero hits the matrix, dropping out of the way of that. Nearly hit him in the head, but he's able to get out of the way. So 1-0 on the over Piguero here. Baroa trying to get Rogers' attention at second. Rogers not budging. And finally, the catcher McIver is going to call time here with the pitch clock winding down. Baroa's doing his best. He's stomping his feet, increasing the lead, jumping up and down. And Rogers just refuses to give him any attention. 1-0. Rogers finds the outside corner with the splitter. 1-1. Kind of reminds you of a 5-year-old doing whatever they need to do to try to get their parents' attention. 1-1 pitch. Splitter misses down low. Ball 2 on Piguero. Both teams, 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors. 2-1 on the over. Rogers finally looks back to second, deals home, pitches up high. Piguero checks the swing. Appeal to first, and Derek Pacheco says he wins. 2-2. This is the first week now that we are under the new check swing guidelines, by the way, which is that basically if you cross the opposite foul line with your check swing, that's going to be deemed a swing now. The Pacific Coast League, they're the ones who have the challenge system in place for the check swing. 2-2 is up high, 3-2. Just like how now you can challenge balls and strikes, the PCL has a new experimental setup where you can, twice during the game, challenge a check swing call. 3-2. Piguero gets under it, a sky-high pop-up right behind home. McIver giving chase in front of the backstop, just has enough room to make the catch. Piguero retired, and the inning over. Pigs threaten. They leave Baroa out at second. We go to the fourth, tied at 3, here between the Pigs and the Bisons, here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Let's go.
We go to the top of the fourth. It's a tie game. Bisons 3, IronPigs 3 as we start the fourth. Time for the Rav fourth inning, brought to you by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com and visit your local Tri-State Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go IronPigs. And here to join me for the top of the fourth, it is none other than Mary Grace Simcox, president of St. Luke's College of Health Sciences. Mary Grace, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
This is exciting times for us.
I was going to say, it is exciting to have you here. I'm hoping you were going to say it's more than fine. It's fantastic. So tell me a little bit. Lehigh Valley has got a new college. You are a very big part of that. What's going on?
Yeah, Lehigh Valley does have a new college. It will officially open in less than 2 weeks, May 18th. St. Luke's College is a part of St. Luke's University Health Network. And the college itself is just a natural evolution of St. Luke's effort to develop its own workforce, and that workforce for the Lehigh Valley. So now we join a school of nursing and the med school that St. Luke's is in partnership with Temple. And we're ready to go. We're excited to go.
I was going to say, you guys open in 2 weeks and got time to be here. You must be in good shape.
Okay, from your...
Oh, no, that's really awesome. So you mentioned School of Nursing, working with Temple University in their med school as well. What will be on tap? What's on offer?
We're doing some of the health science programs that will be a nice complement to nursing and medicine. So we will have 3 programs to start at the baccalaureate level, an RN to BSN's program. That program is designed for someone who is already a registered nurse and wishes to further their education. And then we have 2 entry-level associate degree programs, one in respiratory care, the other in radiography. The RN to BSN is totally online, so it is geared really for the adult learner, that they can fit it in as they do life, work, job, families, the whole bit.
Riley Toronto walks here to begin the top of the fourth. Gene Cabrera will now deal to Willie McIver and a runner at first. So tell me, what brought you, or kind of what inspired you to be the one to lead the charge for this?
History for me.
Yeah.
I had the experience to do this in my previous life, and believe it or not, I am supposed to be retired.
It always happens that way.
And so 2 weeks into retirement, I was kind of tapped on the shoulder by St. Luke's to say, can you come up and do it again for us? And as I said, to St. Luke's, the only thing that would get me out of retirement is doing something like this, building a college that really provides the professionals that we need for healthcare to make sure that the Lehigh Valley has the people that it needs to get the care that they need when they need it.
And the Lehigh Valley has become such a, I can't even say burgeoning anymore. It's a healthcare kind of epicenter in this part of Pennsylvania, this part of the region of the country. What's that mean for you guys then to be able to establish what you guys are doing and grow and expand what's already been a pretty massive footprint?
There is a large footprint. I would give you that. However, what we're offering is a little different. For us, the belief is that there's no better place to house a college than inside a health network. Who better to know what workforce is needed than the very people that are providing that care? And so when the students come to us, we're doing it with the focus of more of an adult learner as well as kids coming right out of high school. But the programs are designed in such a way that the students can complete it and be successful while they're doing it.
Line drive ripped out to left. Mercado backpedaling on it. He'll be able to reel it in. McIver to the first out here in the fourth. Tirana retreats back to first base as that'll bring up Rafael Lantigua. One of the things I mentioned is obviously there's a very large healthcare footprint here in the Lehigh Valley with a lot of different options. What do you think it is that you guys do that kind of sets you apart and makes what St. Luke's does special?
Yeah. For our programs, one of the things that is unique to us is when a student applies for a program and is accepted, they have an automatic seat in that program. There is no wait. There is no, well, you have to do all of this stuff first. They are a part of a health network that has 16 hospitals and 300 outpatient centers. So the opportunity for the students for learning is second to none.
Montigua able to poke one over the third base bag and down the line all the way into the corner. Mercado will dig it out around third, coming in to score, though Tirada standing. And Montigua, the former Iron Pig, able to truck into second with an RBI double. And the Bisons take the lead back 4-3 here in the top of the fourth. Montigua, of course, Pigs last year, such a big part of the success that they had, but doing it against them now this year puts the Bisons back in front. I'll bring up Carlos Mendoza with Montigua now out at second. The Bisons in front 4-3. So why, for you, is the college focused on starting with what you mentioned with those programs in particular?
They were chosen because A, there is a need locally, and there also is, when we look at the programs that will, where there's projected growth for the decade to come, these two programs are some of the two of the two that come to the top. So we figured we'd start with them and then add on as time goes on.
And we want to make sure always whenever we're have somebody on the air here when we're talking about advancing somebody's education, we want to make sure we get the message out. If somebody is interested and they would either like more information, they want to apply, maybe they just want to see the location, see what you guys do, where can they get some of this information?
Okay, the best place is our website, which is www.stlukescollege.org. The other thing is we are located in Bethlehem. Our campus is on the Bethlehem campus, 827 Bishop Thorpe Street. Come out and visit. We'll be glad to show you around.
Oh man, that's really exciting. Are you guys doing anything special for grand opening?
We are. There will be ceremonies that start 11:30 on the 18th. It's our first day of class, and it's also where we'll have speakers and the whole bit. Come out, celebration tents, everything.
Mendoza with a line drive the other way, able to drop it in front of Mercado for another base hit. Montigua goes over to third, and I'll put runners at the corners. 1 out. Bring up Ryan McCarty. First time out of the game this season?
Yeah, actually, first time ever for me here. I'm from the Philadelphia area, and I am a true Phillies fan.
Oh, phenomenal.
I have to tell you, I'm really disappointed that I really wanted to see Garrett Stubbs.
I know.
I'm so thrilled that he came up to us, but I really wanted to see him.
So it's been fun the past year and what ended up being just a couple of weeks this year having Garrett with us. He was such a pro last year. Again, this year, obviously, it was less than ideal for him to start the season with us, but for him to go back up and play well enough to then stay up has been honestly very cool for all of us here in the Lehigh Valley to see, because he came out last year and, for all intents and purposes, every player who is here wants to be in the big leagues. So, but he came out, signed all the autographs. He was a fan favorite. Everybody loved him. And it was a really cool situation. Pitch inside on McCarty almost hit him. And Cabrera losing control here at 3-0. So that's really cool. Now, the relationship between us and the Phillies is ultimately one of the things that makes this place special. So we're happy to have you out. It's really cool.
It's beautiful. The field is absolutely, the park is gorgeous.
Yeah, no, you picked a really good day to come out.
We did. Thank God it wasn't yesterday.
Yeah, no, trust me. That was hopefully longest day of the year.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Runners at the corners, 1 out. 3-0 on Ryan McCarty. Cabrera set the belt, delivers home. Fastball is on the outside corner. 3-1. You talked about it a little bit before. I'm curious about what you called your prior life.
Yes. My prior life was in Lancaster.
Okay.
So I'm a nurse through education. Yeah. So I've had education and taught in a nursing school in Philadelphia. Came up to Lancaster and helped start a college in Lancaster as well. It's great to have a say in some way of the future of our healthcare professionals. And so this is all exciting to me. And we're changing lives. The opportunity to bring students in and see them change from day one to 2 years later, 3 years later when they walk across the stage in graduation. There is nothing like it. I never tire of it. I've been doing it for decades and love every minute of it.
One thing I'm curious about is, since you've been in healthcare education for so long, for you, what has been either the greatest change that you've had to contend with, or maybe just one of the changes for you that has stuck out over time?
Well, when I started, everybody in education was 17, 18 years old. and we don't see that anymore. I mean, we do,
Yeah.
but we have a lot of change of lifers. People are doing different things in their lifetime. So that's different. Teaching has changed dramatically. We had no such thing as online.
Yep.
And we learned very quickly, especially with COVID, how much we can do online and what we can't do very well online as well. So those are really big things in terms of change for me. The interest in healthcare has never died.
Yeah.
People have wanted it, still want it. The jobs at the end of education are always there, so the money is well worth it. So that's been great.
Yeah. I always love whenever we do get healthcare, either education or professionals here for some of the interviews we get to do. I come from, I don't get to say a healthcare background, but healthcare family. My mom was a pediatrician, and my wife is a family med doctor. So
Okay.
for me, I know what goes into it, and it is, God bless you people, because not many people have the wherewithal that you all do to be able to do some pretty tough jobs. Mungia off the hands, a short pop-up, shallow center. Baroa coming in, lines it up, makes the catch, tagging from third. Here comes Lantigua. The throw to the plate is in time. Stuart Baroa throws out Rafael Lantigua to end the inning. How about it?
Yeah, it was great.
Phenomenal play by Baroa for the double play and gets the Pigs out of the jam with no more damage. Well, Mary Grace Simcox, President, St. Louis College of Health Sciences, thanks for joining me for the top of the fourth. That was exciting.
This was great. Thank you so much.
We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 4-3 Bisons here in the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Go to the bottom of the fourth. It's the Bisons now 4 and the IronPigs 3. The round fourth inning. Drives Long brought to you by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com. Visit your local Tri-State Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go Pigs. 1-0 pitch. Carter Keyboom pops down the right field line. That's a foul ball. 1-1. So Keyboom leading off here in the bottom of the fourth. The Bisons back in front of the Pigs as RBI double for Rafael Lantigua, who gets thrown out of the plate to end the top of the fourth. Stuart Baroa. Nice play in center. Keyboom takes down away. 2 balls, no strikes. Baroa, a one-hop strike to the plate. And it's easy to forget, Baroa was actually on the injured list to begin this year with a right shoulder strain. 2-1, fouled off the catcher to the backstop. 2-2. And to add even more palace intrigue there, Baroa and Lantigua, who both came up through the Blue Jays system, were actually roommates and are still the best of friends after, playing and living together for years on end. 2-2 on Carter Keyboom. Fouled out down the right field line. His first time up, drives this one in the air the other way. Chasing Gerardo back. He gets spun around. It's over his head off the base of the fence. Keyboom trying for two. The throw from Gerardo on the fly is just late. Lantigua got the tag down. Keyboom a headlong dive. Barely able to beat it. Lantigua seemed to think that he got Keyboom maybe on his leg or his foot on the slide by, but third base umpire Charlie Welling says that nope, he missed him. Looking at the replay, I think he might have. Leadoff double for the Pigs, tying run in scoring position here. Keyboom's double off of Rogers is actually the first hit for the IronPigs since De La Cruz's infield single back in the first. Caleb Ricketts swings the first pitch from Rogers, flies it the other way, straightaway left. Medium deep, Shrek makes the catch easily, and Keyboom not moving anywhere from second on that. First out here in the fourth, Ricketts a fly out. One out. Still Keyboom at second, and Oscar Mercado. Oscar popped out to shortstop his first time up. Pigs need a big hit with a runner in scoring position. On the order trying to come through here. First pitch, Oscar swings and misses. Late on the sinker, 0-1. Bisons do have somebody up throwing early in the bullpen here. Got 4 innings last night from Austin Voth. Bullpen more than able to shoulder the load after. Look back to second from Rogers. 0-1. Fastball inside. 1-1. I think I heard Devereaux Harrison's name bandied about. Nope, that's not him. Pat Gallagher, one throwing in the bullpen. Mercado calls time, steps out. One. Breaking ball, misses down and away. 2 balls and a strike. Oscar now down to 138 on the season. Looked like he had maybe gotten things going on the road trip in St. Paul a couple weeks back at his first homer of the season. But it has certainly been a bit of a grind for him. 2-1, swings and fouls it back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two. Mercado, a bouncing ball back of third, shuffling to his right. Kasevich flags it down. Long throw across the diamond. In time to get Mercado. Keyboom still cemented out at second. Second out of the inning recorded. And it's going to be up to Robert Moore here. Moore a fly out to left his first time up. Switch hitter batting left. Finally getting a good look at Rogers' glove out on the mound. It is a black Rawlings glove with, I'd call it mint laces. And for reasons unknown to me, the logo where the Rawlings logo would be on the thumb has been replaced with a hot dog. First pitch, breaking ball to Moore, misses up and in on him. 1 ball, no strikes. Rawlings really lets you put anything on that logo spot these days. When you're a pro ball player, you can kind of have whatever you want. Why Rogers has a hot dog is a mystery. 1-0, outside, ball 2. Simple answer is he likes hot dogs. Simplest answer might be he likes the hot dog logo. 2-0 on Moore. Rogers to the plate, and Moore rips it on the ground back at first, down to a knee. McCarty there to glove it, will take it to the base himself. Retire Moore and end the inning. Pigs get a lead-off double. They strand Keyboom out at second. Go to the 5th. It's 4-3 Buffalo here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Top of the fifth, IronPigs still trailing the Bisons 4-3. Sam Jelinek with you here from the Cyan Sky broadcast booth. Gene Cabrera back out there for the Pigs is giving up 4 runs today. He's come on 5 hits, walked 3, 2 strikeouts, so it's kind of more of the same here for Gene today as opposed to the rest of his season. It's just feels like every mistake magnified a little bit, jumped upon and capitalized on by the opponent. 2, 3, and 4 due up. Josh Kasevich leads it off, and the first pitch slider is up and into him. 1 ball, no strikes. IronPigs getting somebody loose out of the bullpen. Here to begin the 5th, it's John McMillan. Cabrera winds and deals, 1-0, sweeper down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike. So the Pigs, who were already playing a man short this week, I've had 27 guys in the roster ever since the end of last week in Syracuse. 1-1, change up down the dirt. We're finally back up to 28 with the waiver claim of Grant Holman, but Holman not expected to be here at least for 24 hours. Line from Cabrera, 2-1 pitch. Fastball's up high. 3 balls, 1 strike. And Cabrera today, it's just been continuation of the same theme throughout the entirety of this season, which is command has not been good enough to put himself into a place to have success. 3-1, sinker below the kneecaps. Ball 4. Leadoff walk. Second straight inning with a leadoff free pass. Terada coming in to score last inning. Gene now at 74 pitches, so not exactly at the end of his outing. 71 pitches his last time out, is topped out at 85 so far this year. This Charles McAdoo. McAdoo swings the first pitch, ground ball up the middle. That's going to sneak into center for a base hit. Up to second, Kasevich. And McAdoo with his 3rd straight multi-hit game for the Bisons. Not hit terribly hard, but straight back through the box and nobody there for the Pigs to field it. Brings up R.J. Schreck, who hit a 2-run homer off of Cabrera back in the 1st, and hit another ball hard to end the 3rd, but that ended up as a fly out to Stuart Baroa out in center. Left-handed hitter, infield plays him the bowl. First pitch, fastball is up high, 1 ball, 1 strike. You look at it breaking down Cabrera's pitches this season, a big culprit has been that his sinker has just not been able to get outs. Against his sinker this season, he's allowing an OPS close to 1,000. 1-0 misses, ball 2. Changeup has been, for the most part, largely effective, but that changeup can only work so well when the sinker is running alongside of it. 2-0 on Schreck, 2 on, nobody out. The pitch home, and he swings and lines it off the Bison's dugout. Karams back to Carter Keyboom at first, who bluffs racing to first to double off McAdoo, see if he could catch anybody napping. Two-one to R.J. Schreck. Change up a hair off the outside corner. Ricketts going to challenge this. This is big. Pigs only have one challenge left, and a 2-1 or 2-2 or 3-1 count is a massive difference. Upon review, challenge on the field is wrong. Call on the field confirmed, and the Pigs will be out of challenges the rest of the day as they go over to challenging again. 3-1 on RJ Shrek. 2 on nobody out. Cabrera deals. Shrek swinging out of his shoes. Has his helmet fall off. Swings and misses. Full count. Payoff pitch. Shrek just gets a piece of it, runs to the backstop. And I don't think it matters how hard Shrek swings. His helmet falls off again here. I think it just needs a new helmet. More padding? Has he somehow changed head sizes since the start of the season? Still a full count. Kasevich at second, McAdoo at first, the 3-2, and Shrek fouls it off his foot. Three and 2 on RJ Shrek. 83rd pitch of the game for Cabrera upcoming here. Pitch clock winding down. He's going to have to step off. He does. 3 and 2 on Shrek. The payoff again, and Shrek lines another one right center field. That's up the alley. Splits the gap towards the track. Center fielder Baroa cuts it off. Around third coming in to score Kasevich, and Shrek in at second with yet another RBI double. And he gives the Bisons a 2-run lead, 5-3 here in the fifth. And that might be it for Gene Cabrera here. First three have reached in the fifth. And here does come Tank Adamson out of the IronPigs dugout. Went with sinker on the outside corner. Wasn't all that poorly located. Was on the outside black, but Shrek, arms extended, able to yank it out into right center. Drives in his third run of the game. Another extra base hit for him. Forces the IronPigs into a pitching change. John McMillan going to come in out of the pen. Go ahead, take a break, and have a new arm in the field when we return here on the Pigs Radio Network. Presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Basically, get out of the way. The Dan Patrick Show. Joker has one more year with Denver, and then he has a player option after that. And then you wonder, and I do wonder, when he gets to that last year, player option, does he want to play elsewhere? Does he want to play, after that in the NBA? I mean, with him, it's a wild card. You're not quite sure. It's like he might just get up one day after a season and say, see ya, not coming back. He's a great player. MVP. He's going to, I said he'll end up with one title. And I obviously still believe that. He's not winning the title this year. He's got the MVPs. He probably will win another MVP. But he might look at his team and go, so I want to stay here. Now, he said I want to be a Nugget. Okay. I mean, that's the right thing to say. But I don't know. The Dan Patrick Show. On Fox Sports Radio.
Still in the top of the fifth, Bisons spent the first three reach here in the inning and extended their lead. They're now up 5-3. Pitching change for the Pigs. Sean McMillan replaces Gene Cabrera on this Bachman's called bullpen. Bachman's Roofing, Solar, and Remodeling. Contact Bachman's today for your next home improvement project. Cabrera goes 4+ innings today. Right now on the hook for 5 runs, all earned. 7 hits, 4 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Still responsible for the 2 runners on base as McMillan takes over. First outing for him this week. We'll have Riley Tirada due up with runners at second and third. 6th appearance for McMillan, no record with a 5.79 ERA. 4 2/3 innings, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks, and 5 hits. Infield plays in. Outfield straight away. McMillan, the righty, stretches and deals. The fastball just a little bit high. 96, just above the belt. McMillan, 6'3", 230-pound righty. Works from the first base side of the rubber. Glove just below the shoulders. 1-0, and Tirada fouls the slider to the backstop. 1 ball, 1 strike, McMillan. Been a while since he threw. It's been 6 days now. Pitched against Syracuse, 2/3 of an inning, 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 strikeout. 1-1 coming to Tirada. The slider in the left-handed batter's box. Two in scoring position, nobody out. 2-1 pitch. Slider down and away. Three-one pitch. Fastball in on Tirada. Backs out of the way of it. It's ball 4, so McMillan issues the walk to Tirada. Second time today he's walked, and that loads the bases for Willie McIver. McIver 0 for 2 today. Fly out to left, ground out to third base. Corners play in, middle infield halfway in. First pitch is down and away. 1 ball, no strikes. I can see Caleb Ricketts peeking his head down the third base line after that pitch. Maybe to see is McAdoo getting too big of a secondary. Right now he's barely got a lead off at third base. 1-0 coming. Slider spotted up beautifully on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. One. McIver swings and misses. 1-2. McMillan began the year on the dev list for the IronPigs and then was activated when the team went up to St. Paul. So the Pigs to begin last year ultimately got moved down to Reading to finish out the year after a pretty rough start to the season. McIver calls time, steps out. 1-2 on Willie McIver. McMillan rocks and deals. Check swing. Did he go? He did. McIver spins around holding his helmet, looking out at Pacheco at first. Kind of bamboozled by that call, but McMillan, big strikeout. 1 hurdle down, trying to pull the Houdini. And, ooh, yeah, looking at the replay there in accordance with the new check swing guidelines, I think McIver might have a point. Middle infield back at double play depth. Rafael Lantigua steps in, takes the fastball up and in. You might remember Lantigua last year actually led the IronPigs in most ground ball double plays. RBI double his last time up, though, as he's got the corners in here. Bases loaded, 1 run in for the Bisons, who lead 5-3. 1-0 fastball is in under the arms. Ball 2. Outfield straight away. 2-0 to Lantigua. Takes a slider a couple inches off the outside corner. 3 balls, no strikes. .30 pitch outside. Ball 4. Lantigua walks. Will force home a run here. Give him his second RBI of the day. And the Bisons now doubling up the Pigs 6-3 here in the top of the 5th. Charge that run to Gene Cabrera, still responsible for Shrek over at third base. Batter now Carlos Mendoza takes the fastball in under the arms. 1 ball, no strikes. It's no secret McMillan, his bugaboo has always been the ability to throw strikes. He has electric stuff. Sitting mid-90s, the fastball, high 90s. Also a wicked slider on top of it. 1-0. Fastball tails off the outside corner. 2 balls, no strikes, but his ability to consistently find the strike zone is, well, it's an ongoing issue. 2-0 on Mendoza, 6 straight. Out of the zone from McMillan here. 2-0 pitch. Fastball, hair off the outer edge. Remember, the Pigs out of challenges, and that was a pitch among a couple here, the past couple of hitters that they could have challenged and would have been correct in getting the call overturned. 3-0 pitch. Fastball, basically the same spot this time. Called strike. 3-1 on Mendoza, 1 for 2 today. Singled last inning. Left-handed hitter. Infield plays him to pull. 6-3 Bisons, top of the 5th. McMillan high set, 3-1 coming, and he hits Mendoza right in the quad. Tried to jump out of the way, and that is 94 right off the quad. So it's not a walk, but it is a hit by pitch, and forces home another run. Makes it 7-3 Buffalo. It closes the book on Gene Cabrera. Charged all 7 runs in the game so far to him now. Keeps the bases loaded as Shrek comes in to score. Phil Kandari, Pigs pitching coach, going to make a return visit out to the mound here in the 5th. As the Iron Pigs have somebody scampering around in the bullpen, starting to run a little bit. Jandal Farms, the proud sponsor of Iron Pigs baseball. Spanning 5 decades, the Jandal Turkey has remained the gold standard for dependable quality, flavor, and value. Find Jandal Turkey products at your local grocer today. So the Bisons, with 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 3 in the 5th, have rallied to take their largest lead of the day here. They're up 2-0 in the top of the 1st. Pigs got a 3-run homer from Otto Kemp in the bottom half to take the lead. The Bisons now, with 5 unanswered, have a 4-run lead as Mendoza gets checked out over at first. He was yesterday coming up a little lame a couple times running through first base. It seemed like he was having some leg, foot issues, but the trainer and Casey Candale evidently convinced enough by Mendoza here that he's good enough to stay in the game, at least for the moment. Bases are still loaded, and Ryan McCarty, the 8th man to hit here at the 5th. 0 for 1 today with a walk. Infield is back. Outfield straight away on hit. Right on right matchup. First pitch coming. Slider slips out of McMillan's hand. Way high. One-0 pitch. Slider right down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike. Phillies having their own issues today as well. They trail the Athletics now 10-1 in the bottom of the 5th. So there is a likelihood of potential pitching moves tomorrow. 1-1. Slider backs up off the inside corner. 2-1. Andrew Painter lasting just, I think it was 3 2/3 innings. 8 runs, 7 hits. Gave up 3 homers, including 2 in the first 4 innings of the game. 2-1. Fastball is up high to McCarty. 3 balls and a strike. There's still just 1 out here in the 5th. Bisons have plated 3 runs. Bases loaded, 1 out, 3-1. Slider gets the call on the outside corner. McCarty's going to challenge. He's already a step outside the box, headed towards first. He is convinced that this should be ball 4, and upon review, it will not be. Call on the field is confirmed here, and we'll run the count full. In relief of Andrew Painter, Tanner Banks is now throwing an inning in the 3rd, giving up 2 runs, 35 pitches. Banks has had a little bit of trouble out of the gates this year. Payoff pitch. McCarty able to swipe a slider to the backstop. Stays alive here. It's not out of the realm of possibility that Banks could be optioned if the Phillies really want to get a fresh arm in and don't want to option out, say, Chase Sugar. But I would be surprised if come tomorrow the Phillies do not bring a new arm up. 3-2 on Ryan McCarty. The pitch home, way high. It's ball 4, and some groans from the crowd as that's the third walk from McMillan out of the bullpen on top of a hit by pitch. Forces in another, and it is now 8-3 Buffalo here in the top of the 5th. Brings up Ismael Munguia back to the top of the order here. 9th man to hit. Munguia takes the first pitch fastball for a strike. In the inning, the Bisons with 2 hits. Now 4 walks and a hit by pitch. 0-1 to Munguia. Fastball up around his eyes. 1 ball and 1 strike. McMillan now 27 pitches out of the bullpen. 8 strikes. Munguia from the left side, very calm stance. 1-1, slider down the dirt. Some cheers in the crowd as Tyler's amazing balancing act. What is he balancing down the third base line here? Is balancing a beer. Never seen that one before, Tyler. 2-1. Munguia checks the swing. Pitch is down and away. No appeal. Kind of surprisingly there. Munguia was following that pitch pretty closely. 3-1 counts. Three-one. Outside. It's ball 4. And now the Boo Birds out in full force, unfortunately. He was groaning after the McCarty walk. Munguia follows it up with another bases-loaded walk. Forces in the 5th run of the inning and makes it 9-3 Buffalo here in the 5th as they've batted around. Josh Kasevich, who began the frame with a walk, gets his second turn. Still just 1 out. First pitch. Slider on the inside corner. 0-1. Bases juiced, 1 out, strike 1 pitch. Slider up and away to him. 1 ball, 1 strike. Been a tough 2 days pitching-wise for the Pigs. 11 runs last night, 9 runs allowed already here today. 5-run 5th inning and still counting for the Bisons. 1-1. Fastball misses way outside. Ball to Ryan Cusick, who is kind of now working the bullpen in bulk relief work. He bounced from the rotation, swarming up quickly on the bullpen. Infield back, double play depth, 2-1 pitch. Off the end of the bat, Kasevich a roller back to the mound. McMillan gloves. Glove flipped to the plate. He's able to force out the runner coming home, Mendoza, for the second out here in the 5th. So 1-2 on the putout. Kasevich safely aboard at first. Mendoza forced down to the plate. McCarty over to third. Munguia now at second. And Charles McAdoo coming up. And we're going to get a pitching change. McMillan at 34 pitches gets 2 outs out of the bullpen. Allows 2 inherited runners to score, plus 2 of his own watch. And departs with bases still loaded. 2 outs here in the 5th. Got another pitching change. It's now 9-3 Buffalo. Back in 60 seconds here on the Pigs Radio Network. Presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Still in the top of the fifth, Bisons with a big inning here have now plated 5 runs to take a 9-3 lead. Still cooking with 2 outs as the Pigs make their second pitching change. Here the frame, Ryan Cusick relieves Sean McMillan. McMillan goes 2/3 of an inning in relief of Gene Cabrera. Does not allow a hit, 4 walks, 1 strikeout. Allows 2 inherited runners to score plus 2 runs of his own accord. Still responsible for all 3 runners on base here. Charles McAdoo will be the one to face Ryan Cusick, making his first relief outing of the season. He started in the rotation for the Pigs and has since moved to the bullpen. This will be his first relief outing. He last threw on May 1st for the Pigs on the road in Syracuse, where he took his 3rd loss, his 2nd in a row, 3 in the 3rd innings, gave up 3 runs, 2 hits, 5 walks, and 4 strikeouts. McAdoo singled earlier this frame. He's 2 for 3 today. And before the first pitch, Cusick steps off. McAdoo with 3 straight multi-hit games to begin this week. Cusick from the stretch, bases loaded, 9-3 Bisons in the 5th. His first pitch fastball misses down below the knees. Bisons 9 runs, 7 hits, no errors. IronPigs 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. 1-0 pitch. Slider on the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cusick has bounced between rotation and bullpen the past 2 years now. A's had committed to moving him into the bullpen at the end of the 2024 season. Began 25 in the bullpen, but then started bouncing between organizations. 1-1, he spikes the slider, but phenomenal work by Caleb Ricketts to block it, keep it within arm's reach. Cusick ended up being claimed by the Phillies after he was picked up by the Tigers last year, and worked out of the bullpen some, worked out of the rotation some bulk relief work. It's never really a true settled role for him. 2-1, yanks the fastball down and away. 3-1 on McAdoo. Came into this year, though, as a member of the IronPigs rotation. Threw well down in spring training. The stuff was ticking up, but walks have really been the culprit for him here. Does lead the team in strikeouts with 29 of them. 3-1 pitch. Fastball blazes in and over the outside corner. 3-2 in 23 2/3 innings. Cusick now with 21 walks. 0-3 with a 7.23 ERA this season. This is his 7th appearance of the year. Bases loaded, full count. Runners are off, and the 3-2 is down and away. It's ball 4. It is the 3rd bases loaded walk for the, or rather 4th bases loaded walk issued by the IronPigs here in the inning, on top of a hit by pitch. 6 runs here in the 5th for the Bisons, who now lead it 10-3. RJ Schreck, 3 RBIs already today, 2 for 3 with a homer. Takes a look at a first pitch fastball at the knees, 0-1. Schreck, the 12th man to hit here in the 5th. Second straight day that the Bisons have batted around in the 5th. This is 1 batter shy of the longest inning the IronPigs have allowed this season. 0-1 coming. Schreck swings, line drive the other way, over the leaping Kemp at 3rd and into left, a base hit. 1 run scores around 3rd. Here comes Kasevich as well. It's a 2-run single for RJ Schreck. He's driven in 5 runs for a 2nd consecutive day, and it's now 12-3 Buffalo here in the 5th. Close the book on John McMillan as well now. 2/3 of an inning, 5 runs allowed by him. McAdoo stops at second. Schreck, 3 RBIs today, also now a triple shy of the cycle. First pitch home to Riley Tirado, rolls it over on the ground to short. Cairo gloves, goes the short way to second. Of course, out Schreck there and end the inning. But the damage done, Bisons blow this one open as they score 8 times here in the fifth and make it a 12-3 game. We're halfway home here at the IronPigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Thank you, Jack Snowman, for the Bisons in the top of the fifth as they blow this one open. 12-3 Bisons as new arm of the mound here for Buffalo will be Pat Gallagher taking over for Grant Rogers. Pitching change for the Bisons brought to you by Lehigh Valley Chimney Specialists, keeping the valley safe one chimney at a time. So Rogers done after 4 innings, 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, basically outside of the Kent 3-run homer. The first 3 batters of the game. His first pitch to Christian Cairo. It's on the inside corner, 0-1. Rogers was actually pretty solid. Gave up a hit batter, double, 3-run homer to begin the game, and then after that allowed just 2 more hits and a walk. Cairo looks at this one from Gallagher, missing 1 ball, 1 strike. Cairo hit by a pitch back in the first, came around to score, and then tried to drop down a bunt, but was thrown out back in the second. 1-1 pitch. Curveball down and away. Gallagher appearing here for the Bisons, another right-handed pitcher, 4th appearance of the season. 6 feet tall, 196-pound righty. First base side of the rubber, the righty stretches, delivers. Fastball below the kneecaps. 3-1. 3 2/3 innings so far for Gallagher. 6 strikeouts, 4 walks. He's only given up 1 hit. Out of Leominster, Massachusetts. Drafted by the Blue Jays, 11th round in 2022 out of the University of Connecticut. 3-1 is down and into Cairo, and that's ball 4. Well, IronPigs gave up a slew of walks in the top half. Ended up being 6 walks in the top of the inning, plus a hit by pitch. Now Gallagher starts the bottom half with a free pass of his own. Stuart Baroa, now the hitter. 1 for 1 today, a double and a walk. Switch hitter batting left, takes a breaking ball down and in. Infield plays him to pull. Lantigua at short, right up the middle. Third baseman Kasevich does stay closer to the bag. 1-0 fastball is at the knees, scraping the inside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pigs 3 runs on 4 hits. Bisons 12 runs on 8 hits. Second straight day that the Bisons have played in double digits. 1-1 at the knees, outside corner, 1-2. Pigs had some chances to either extend their lead or, after Buffalo took a 1-run lead at least, get back into the game. Baroa walked to begin the third, was stranded out at second after a balk. Keyboom doubled to begin the fourth, and was stranded out there with a chance to tie the game. 1-2, fastball, just a whisker below the bottom of the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And before the Pigs could really even blink, the Bisons with 8 runs in the top of the 5th. Blown this game open, now lead it by 9. 2-2. Baroa, weak tapper just to the right of the mound, off the bump, Gallagher gloves, throws the second one. Lantigua turned to first, way late. Fielder's choice, Baroa replaces Cairo over at first. It's not a bad crowd for a Thursday night. Got a scrub jersey giveaway, courtesy of St. Luke's. Hope you're able to pick up one of those. Runner at first, 1 out for Otto Kemp. 3-run homer, his first time up. First pitch home, Otto checks the swing and appeal to first. He wins. Looked like he was able to saw that one off in time, but as we talked about before, we're under new guidelines for the check swing, which is to say the guidelines now exist where, kind of unbeknownst to everybody, guidelines didn't exist before 0-1. Kempa, full throttle swing this time, comes up empty, 0-2. If you actually go through the baseball rulebook prior to this year with the experimental rules down here in the minors, there is no definition of a check swing. There is no if it crosses 45 degrees, if it goes past the plate, if it goes by the opposite foul line. No, it was nothing. It was never defined. It was kind of, defined in the same way that profanity is defined. 0-2. Kemp drives it the other way to right. Tirada in a couple of steps towards the line is able to flag down that slicing liner. Kemp retired. Baroa back to first. 2 outs. The United States Supreme Court basically defined profanity as you know it when you see it. And a check swing, for the past 120 years at least, for Major League Baseball was, well, you kind of know it when you see it. Until now. 2 outs and a runner at first for Brian De La Cruz. Infield single in the first, flying out to center in the third. 12-3 Buffalo, bottom 5. First pitch, Gallagher misses with a fastball up and out of the zone. One 1-0 on Brian De La Cruz. Baroa leaning at first. The pitch comes home. De La Cruz with a sawed-off swing. Fouls it on the ground. Third base side. One. De La Cruz, a pitch that nearly hit him. He swings away and fouls it back. That fastball was running up and in, and De La Cruz somehow was able to turn enough on it. Instead of it hitting him nearly square in the chest, he got the bat to it and almost protected himself. One and 2 on De La Cruz. Baroa at first. 12-3 Bisons. Bottom 5. The pitch home. And De La Cruz a weak roller up the third base side. It's going to trickle foul just far enough for Tank Adamson in the third base coach's box. One, 2 to De La Cruz again. Swing and a miss. Chased a curveball down the dirt, blocked by McIver. Tags out De La Cruz in the inning over. Pigs get a leadoff walk. Strand a man aboard. We go to the 6th. 12-3 Buffalo here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Top of the sixth, it is the Buffalo Bisons 12 and the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs 3. 8-run fifth for Buffalo, blowing this one open. Ryan Cusick got the final out of the fifth. Stays on here to pitch in the sixth. McIver, Lantigua, and Mendoza due up. It's been the death by a million paper cuts today for the Pigs. Pitching staff has issued 9 walks. Cabrera 4, McMillan 4, and Cusick 1. First pitch on the way to Willie McIver. He swings and misses through a slider. Down and away, he chased. 0-1. If you're watching on SamCam, this is the current update of where we're at with the Rubik's Cube. You might remember last time we had the Rubik's Cube update. McIver swings and misses again, 0-2. I had completed the fighting bacon side, but as I quickly found out, despite completing that side, it left me in a position where it wasn't in the right orientation compared to the rest of the pieces, so I had to blow it all up, which really unbelievably hurt my pride. 0-2, swing and a miss, Cusick. 3 straight sliders, gets 3 straight swings and misses. And McIver, the only Bison yet to reach base, now 0 for 4 today. The thing about the Rubik's Cube is what makes it tough is even when you line up the pieces like that, if the other sides aren't where they're supposed to be, you're kind of out of luck. And that is what has been confounding. This, I can't believe they call this thing a child's toy. What child would find this fun? It's infuriating. First pitch to Rafael Lantigua is down the middle, 0-1. Like, I genuinely think, the last update was I thought that I could complete this maybe by, like, July-ish. I don't think I'm going to get it this season. 0-1. Lantigua takes down away, 1-1. Now, granted, I'm getting no coaching, no help. I have not looked up answers or how it should look or anything like that. Any tips, tools of the trade. I'm just completely freeballing this thing. 1-1. Lantigua, hard grounder, skitters off the mound. Deflects right to Moore at second. He gloves. Throws to first. Plenty of time to get Lantigua. 2 outs. I just don't get it. My visual, spatial part of my brain is not the strong suit. Although I think I just got a piece. Yeah, there we go. Talking bacon. First pitch home to Carlos Mendoza. He dribbles it foul to the backstop. 0-1. Two outs, top of the sixth. Iron Pigs trailing the Buffalo Bisons 12-3. Base is empty for Mendoza, hit by a pitch to drive in a run his last time up. Takes a look at the slider, down low. Now this seems vaguely promising. The other tough part of this is, although the Rubik's Cube looks really cool with all the different logos on it, 1-1, it's up high. 2-1, trying to figure out the different parts of the logo and how to align it properly is unbelievably tough. especially the PA Dutch logo. So many intricate pieces. They look very similar. 2-1, fastball rips onto the inside corner. Mendoza's going to challenge this. And upon review, call on the field is confirmed. So the Bisons burned their second and now last challenge of the game here. Both teams without challenge for the remainder of this one. I think I might be on to something here. Two and two on Carlos Mendoza as Cusick looks for a perfect six. The pitch, Mendoza able to fight it off, slashing it off the IronPigs dugout, third base side. Pitch home, Mendoza a weak roller up the first base side. Keyboom next to the bag, loves it, takes it to the base himself, retires Mendoza, and the inning over. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Ryan Cusick. Another Mates 1-2-3 inning for your cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs. Visit MatesHomeservice.com to book your appointment today. We go to the bottom of the sixth. It's 12-3 Buffalo on the Pigs Radio Network. Presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. You got a lot more faith in me than I might deserve here. Palm to sixth, it is 12-3 Buffalo. As the over Piguero leads it off for the Pigs against Pat Gallagher back out there for the Bisons. In the first pitch, Piguero fouls it off his foot at the plate. 0-1. Piguero, Keyboom, and Ricketts do up. Gallagher with a scoreless fifth, working around to lead off walk. Interestingly, there's nobody up in the IronPigs bullpen, so Cusick, inning in the third out of the bullpen so far, is not allowed to run. Looks like they are going to still kind of stretch him out here. 0-1 to Piguero is a fastball at the knees. 0-2. Down the dirt. One and two on the over. Gallagher the stretch, delivers home, and changeup. It's down and away. Taken by Piguero. Two, swing and a miss. Got him chasing a curveball down and away. Second strikeout for Gallagher out of the bullpen. And this is where you run into trouble against the Bisons. We've mentioned they have the best bullpen ERA in the minors this year. Good stable of arms, good combination of guys who can go multiple innings, 40-man guys, non-40-man guys. At the end of the day, they get outs. It's Carter Keyboom, 1 for 2 today with a double. First pitch, Keyboom takes breaking ball just below the knees. 1 ball, no strikes. Keyboom been swinging the bat well here. 15-game on-base streak snapped last week. He's hitting .337 since April 5th, so basically the better part of a month. Sure, there were a lot of people skeptical coming into this year, where his numbers last year, just a product of the Pacific Coast League. Off the hands, he fouls back the 1-0, up and over the screen, 1-1. One. Change up misses downstairs. Two and 1 on Carter Keyboom, 1 out, bottom 6, swings through the changeup. 2-2. Takes his timeouts. Gallagher, blue sleeves under his gray jersey. Here on a calm, cool night. Temperature now at 59 degrees, but actually doesn't feel that bad anymore. 2-2, swing and a miss. Threw it by him. Only 89 there from Gallagher, but up top of the zone. Keyboom must have been looking down and away with some soft stuff. That's 3 straight strikeouts for Pat Gallagher. I feel like everybody knows a Pat Gallagher. Maybe I thought I knew a Pat Gallagher. I'm pretty sure I knew a Pat Gallagher. First Pat Gallagher I've seen in baseball, at least. It's a very Delco name. First pitch is outside to Caleb Ricketts. Ricketts hits it hard on the ground towards second, scampering to his left, though. Mendoza able to pick it, underhand flip to McCarty at first, retires Ricketts, and the Pigs down in order here in the 6th. We're on to the 7th. Pigs trail the Bisons 12-3 here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Top of the 7th, IronPigs trail the Buffalo Bisons 12-3 here. Ryan Cusick staying on. After giving up a walk and a single first two batters he faced out of the bullpen, he's now retired 4 in a row. So we've got some semblance of normalcy returning to this game. Like I said, it'll be interesting to see how long Cusick goes in this one. Obviously stretched out as a starter. Certainly possible that he's tasked with the rest of this game. Him and Tucker Davidson were kind of working piggyback and bulk roles together. Davidson going on Sunday to finish out the game in relief of Alan Rodhell. We'll see if Cusick will just have the rest of this one. Pigs were short last night, had to have Cade Fergus to finish it out. Likely that Seth Johnson or Nolan Hoffman goes up for the IronPigs tomorrow after the Phillies getting beat up by the A's today. 10-1 they trail right now, the bottom of the sixth. First pitch to McCarty. This is down low. McCarty on the 9-hole, 0 for 1 today. 2 walks and an RBI. Takes a rip at the 1-0. Skies it to shallow center. Moore races out. Baroa sprinting in. Still coming in. And he makes the catch. Full tilt back towards the infield. 1 away to begin the 7th. One out and nobody on for Ismael Munguia. Leadoff man 0 for 2. 2 walks and an RBI. 2 runs scored. Takes a slider down and in on him. Pigs, the walks have burned them today. 9 of them hit by pitch as well. Ended up scoring 8 runs for the Bisons in the 5th, with 5 of them coming without a hit. From the stretch, 1-0 pitch. Munguia, the line drive right to Kieboom. Back at first, down to a knee. Able to lunge and catch it. 2 outs. 96 off the bat. Kieboom able to kind of get down like a catcher. Stick it. 2 outs. Brings up Josh Kasevich. First pitch, Kasevich takes a called strike. 0-1 Kasevich with the game-tying RBI triple in the 3rd. Walked and scored to begin the 5th, and then reached on a fielder's choice and scored later in the inning. Pitch comes home, and Cusick. This is outside. One and one on Kasevich. 2 outs, base is empty. Cusick kicks, delivers. Pitch is outside again. 2-1 on Kasevich. Kasevich takes a called strike at the knees here. Two and two. 2-2 on Josh Kasevich. Cusick trying to retire his 7th in a row. The pitch. Kasevich swings high chopper left side. 3 hops. Cairo charging towards the hole. Fires on the run, and it's in time to get Kasevich. Another 1-2-3 inning for Ryan Cusick. Sends us to the bottom of the 7th. Time to stretch. It's 12-3. Buffalo leads it here on the Pigs Radio Network. Presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Hope you got a good stretch in. We go to the bottom of the seventh. Iron Pigs trailing the Bisons 12-3, an 8-run fifth inning for Buffalo. Really blowing this one open. Pat Gallagher with 2 scoreless out of the bullpen will stick around for a third inning here, his longest appearance of the season. As he fires a strike on the outside corner to Oscar Mercado, 0-1. Gallagher out of the pen has allowed just 1 walk. He is retired now 6 in a row with 3 strikeouts. Adam Macko throwing the bullpen for Buffalo. The pitch, Mercado swings and misses. 0-2 Mercado, a pop-up and a ground out here in this one. 0-2 on Oscar, calls his timeout. Oh, 2. Check swing, pitch in the dirt, appeal to first. He did not go. Oh, 2, or 1-2 rather, swing and a miss. Mercado down on strikes. 4th strikeout of the game for Gallagher out of the bullpen. Brings up Robert Moore. Moore, switch hitter, will bat left. Iron Pigs offense was cooking early. They had first 4 batters reach, 3 hits and a hit by pitch. They have just 1 hit since. 1 hit and 2 walks. Moore takes a pitch down the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. So it's tough when you start the game out the way that they did. So much momentum. Things are feeling pretty good. And now all of a sudden, the Bison's bullpen taking over. Pitch to Moore. He swings. It's a ground ball towards second. Diving Mendoza. It's off his glove. Deflects to Lantigua. It's short, and the throw to first is late. So, man. Bang, bang at first. It's nearly a 4-6-3 punt out at first. I don't think Mendoza intended to, but he laid out sprawling on the backhand with the dive. Kicks off of his glove. Lantigua's right there in motion, in rhythm. Able to glove and throw to first. Bang, bang. Play at first, and looking at the replay. Yeah, Moore did just beat it. So an infield single for Robert Moore. First hit for the Pigs since Carter Keyboom doubled to begin the 4th. First pitch home to Christian Cairo. He swings, fouls it back, falling down to a knee there. No balls, 1 strike. Oh, 1, down and away. One ball, 1 strike. Cairo swings the 1-1, hits a weak roller over to third. Charging Kasevich goes to the bare hand, throw to first. He got in. Bang, bang at first, and Derek Pacheco will hear it from Christian Cairo, as well as the crowd here at Coca-Cola Park. And Pacheco, a very stern look at Cairo as he walks back to the dugout. Not to take away anything from a great play from Kasevich charging from third, bare hand off-balance throw, but, ooh, man, I don't know about that call at first base. Seems like Cairo might have beat it. It was bang, bang, but Cairo's retired, the second out of the 7th, and that will do it for Pat Gallagher. As he goes 2 2/3 out of the bullpen, pitching change here for the Bisons. Casey Candell takes the baseball, and Adam Macko will come in out of the bullpen. It's the Bisons 12, Iron Pigs 3. Pitching change for Buffalo back in 60 seconds here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Pitching change here for the Buffalo Bisons as they go ahead and bring on Adam Macko out of the bullpen. Lefty takes over for Pat Gallagher, who does yeoman's work out of the bullpen today. 2 2/3 innings. Allows just 1 hit, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Was pretty efficient. Curious to know if this was the plan for him to go 2 2/3 out of the bullpen as he goes 39 pitches, 24 strikes. So Macko takes over. Lefty, who the IronPigs saw as a starting pitcher last year, 2 2 on the season this year with a 4.91 ERA. 14 2/3 innings for him. Faces Stuart Baroa, switch hitter bats right with a runner out at second. That's Moore. First pitch fastball's up and away to him. 94 with the heater. 12th appearance on the year for Macko. Last threw on the second at Scranton Wilkes-Barre, where he threw a scoreless inning. Four-seam fastball, curveball, slider, and changeup. 1-0, fastball is in for a strike, 1-1. That slider and the fastball will be a predominant offering for him. 53% fastball, 28% slider. Baroa's 1 for 2 today, doubled and scored in the first, walked in the third, reached on a fielder's choice in the fifth. 1-1, fastball pegs the outside corner, 1-2. Moore out at second, he singled, advanced to second when Cairo grounded out. One-two, and Macko spikes it way out in front of the plate, but Baroa able to lay off, and McIver with a dandy of a block. Able to keep it in front, and Moore has to stay put out at second. Two-two. Swing and a miss. Fastball got him up and away. Macko comes on out of the bullpen. Dispatches Baroa to Strand. Moore out at second and complete 2 2/3 scoreless for Pat Gallagher out of the bullpen as he strikes out Baroa to end the inning. We go to the 8th. It's 12-3 Buffalo here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Thank you, Jack. Like you said, top of 8. IronPigs still trailing Buffalo 12-3. Difference in this game, an 8-run 5th inning for the Bisons, doing it on the strength of 5 walks and 6 hit by pitches. Brian Cusick, who is turning in a really good outing out of the bullpen here, 2 1/3 scoreless, stays on for the 8th. Faces Charles McAdoo. First pitch to him is a fastball at the knees, 0-1. McAdoo was actually the first guy that Cusick faced out of the bullpen, drawing a bases-loaded walk off of him, which forced in the 4th of what ended up being 5 runs charged to John McMillan. McAdoo from the right side, 0-1, swings through a slider, 0-2. Have not seen McAdoo swing and miss much at all here in this series. Oh, 2. Cusick's fastball all the way to the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2. McAdoo fouls it back. Still 1-2 on Charles McAdoo beginning the 8th. Cusick the stretch, fires home. McAdoo late lines it over the head. First base coach gets a squat in as he ducks for cover. One ball, 2 strikes still here. Cusick leaning in at the waist for the sign. Bisons 12 runs, 8 hits. Pigs 3 and 5. The 1-2 McAdoo tops it the other way, backing up on it more. Just keels in the outfield grass. Gloves and throws to first. McAdoo retired for the second time today. Had been 2 for 3, now 2 for 4. There's one away here in the top of the 8th. One out, nobody on for RJ Schreck, who back-to-back games now 5 RBIs for the Bisons. I will be interested to see. Likely look up the last time the Bisons have had a player with 5 RBIs in back-to-back games. First pitch, Schreck takes up and away. Ball 1, let alone the now 2 guys in the series have driven in 10 runs in the first 3 games. Schreck and Otto Kemp. Kemp with 7 Tuesday, 3 today. Schreck with 5 yesterday, 5 today. Has that ever happened in the International League? 1-0, down and in. Two 2-0 on RJ Schreck. 1 out, base is empty. 12-3 Bisons. The fastball is at the knees. Two 1. Schreck gets under it, a pop-up. Foul ground third base sign. That's going to spin back and out of play. Two. Curveball off the play. That might have been the first curveball that Cusick has thrown today. Does not go to that pitch often anymore. For the most part, it's typically the slider that ends up being his put-away pitch. 3-2. Breaking ball chopped on the ground just wide of the bag at first. Still 3-2. Phillies now trail the A's 12-1 as Chase Sugar gave up 2 runs in 2 innings. Tanner Banks, 2 runs in an inning and a third. And Garrett Stubbs, wow, a 5-pitch scoreless ninth. Not bad. So, likely moves to come tomorrow, I would guess, for the Phillies. Freshen up the bullpen, 3-2. Check swing, appeal to third. He held up. Fastball missed inside on him. Brings up Riley Tirado. Runner at first, 1 out. Pitch home. Tirado takes on the outside corner. 0-1. It's in for a called strike. 0-2. Oh, and 2 on Riley Tirada. 0 for 2 today. 2 walks, and he swings and misses. Cusick punches him out. Got him chasing. Second strikeout of the game for Cusick out of the bullpen. Brings up Willie McIver, who is trying to break the schneid here today. He had an RBI single back on Tuesday, but he is the only Bison yet to reach base here today. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Shrek rather at first, not being held on by Keyboom as the first pitch is down and away. Pitch comes home, skips right by Ricketts, and that'll go to the backstop. Walking up to second, Shrek on the wild pitch. Two-0 pitch, and McIver gets the barrel out ahead and yanks it down the left field line, hooking it into the corner. There will be extra bases. Coming in to score is Shrek from second, and McIver with an RBI double extends the Bisons' lead. They score for the first time since that 8-run fifth and make it a 10-run game here, 13-3. Second straight day the IronPigs have fallen behind by a 10 spot. So McIver joins in on the fun here. Still a man in scoring position. 2 outs. First pitch is up and away to Rafael Montigua, ball 1, and there's nobody throwing the Pigs bullpen. Cusick now at 50 pitches on the dot, so this is a full-on kind of start for him. Probably expected to eat the rest of this game now. Get up to 75, 80-ish pitches. 1-0. Montigua gets under it, a pop-up. Foul ground behind him. Ricketts off the mask to the backstop, and it's going to be 5 rows deep. Kick off the concrete, high up and into the air, and fall into some lucky fan's lap. One and one on Montigua. McIver out at second. The pitch. Montigua fouls it back again over our heads this time. 1-2. McIver now joining all the fun. Every Bison has reached base at least once. Every Bison except for Tirada and McCarty has at least one hit. 7 of 9 have scored a run. 8 of 9 have driven in a run. 1-2. Montigua slices it down the right field side. That's going to go foul. One-two. Montigua rolls it over on the ground into the hole that's short, charging at Kairos around slightly high throw to first, but Keyboom jumps up, lands down the base ahead of Montigua, in the inning over. Bisons do add on another run, though. RBI double for Willie McIver. Stretches it to a double-digit lead. We go bottom 8. It's 13-3. Buffalo, here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Bottom of the eighth, IronPigs down double digits for the second consecutive night. Trailed Bisons 13-3. Otto Kemp leads it off here against Adam Mako. Mako got Stuart Barreau to strike out to end the bottom of the seventh. Bisons already have another lefty loosening the bullpen. It's the first pitch to Kemp. It's in for a strike. 0-1. See who that is loosening out there. Like Brendan Solucci. 0-1, and Kemp drives in the air deep straightaway center. Chasing Munguia back to the track, and he makes the basket catch. Munguia seemed a little bit shocked at how quickly that ball died out there. So that was 105 off the bat. Kemp making a bid for his second multi-homer game of the week. Just comes up shy and dead center, I think, with the colder air, wind coming in just a little bit. And that's the first out here of the eighth. Nice to see Otto, though, continuing to pummel left-handed pitching this week. Homering off a lefty back on Tuesday, one of his 2 homers. First pitch on the way to Brian De La Cruz. Swings and misses. 0-1. De La Cruz 1 for 3 with an infield single today. Bisons 13 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Pigs 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. There's 3-2 Pigs after 1. De La Cruz late lines it backstop. As 2-run homer for R.J. Schreck was answered by an Otto Kemp 3-run bomb. Since then, it's been all Bisons. 11 unanswered here. 8 of them coming in the 5th on the strength of 5 walks and a hit batter. 0-2, De La Cruz powers up down the right field line. Slicing towards the plaza, though. Foul ball. The wind up in the 0-2 from Mako. De La Cruz gets under it. Popped in the air. Foul ground first base side. That'll spiral back into seats. Oh, a fan with a glove had a chance to make the catch. But just overshot it. Was a couple rows back of him. Wind again from Mako. The 0-2. De La Cruz scrapes it to the backstop. Staying alive here. Oh, 0-2, still on De La Cruz. 6th pitch, the AB, the 0-2, and De La Cruz fouls off another. Still 0-2 on De La Cruz. Mako trying to set him down, and De La Cruz fouls off another. 7th pitch, the at-bat. 5 consecutive foul balls here. Oh, 2 again. De La Cruz, a weak tapper up the third base side. Charging hard, Kasevich goes with the glove, throws in the run, and it's just in time. De La Cruz thought he beat it, immediately slaps his hands on his quads. Gives a stern look to Derek Pacheco. Kasevich, nice play. Or charge hard, athletic throw. Gets Daily Cruz, 2 outs, and Mako 3 up, 3 down out of the bullpen. Over Piguero will hit, 2 outs, bases empty for him. First pitch, Mako misses outside with a slide piece. (1-0), misses again with another slider here. (2-0) coming. Piguero takes on the outer black. Third straight slider from Mako. Piguero is 0 for 3 today. Struck out swinging his last time up. Grant Rogers went the first 4 for the Bisons, allowed all 3 runs the Pigs have today on the Kemp homer. 2-1, 4th straight slider, this time on the outside corner again, 2-2. Pat Gallagher, 2 2/3 innings, scoreless after him, just 1 hit and 1 walk. Now Mako, an inning scoreless, 3 up, 3 down out of the bullpen. Trying to post a scoreless 8th, 2-2. Piguero fouls it straight back. Still 2-2 on the over Piguero. Mako, first base side of the rubber, cranks and delivers the 2-2. Mako misses high and away on him. (3-2). Piguero swings and yanks it high in the air, deep down the left field line towards the corner. It is a fair ball as it lands in front of the fence. Bangs off the padded wall. Over to retrieve it is Shrek, and Piguero, what's new, at second with a double. Him and Caleb Ricketts at the top of the IronPigs team leaderboard. And now Piguero with his 12th of the season. Tied for the top spot in the International League. That double for the Pigs, their second of the day. They only have 7 games this season where they have not doubled. And that double is going to chase Adam Mako out of this ballgame. So he faces just 4 hitters. Brendan Salucci will come in out of the bullpen for his second appearance of the week. We've got a pitch and change here for the Bisons. Go ahead, take a break. Be back in 60 seconds with the new arm on the mound. You're listening to IronPigs Baseball here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Basically, you know, the Dan Patrick Show. And then he has a player hockey now. And he gets to that last year of player hockey. Does he want to play elsewhere? Does he want to play after that in the NBA? I mean, with him as a open court, you're not quite sure. It's like, he might just get one day after the season and say, see ya, not coming back. He's a great player. MVP. He's going to, like I said, he'll end up with 1 win. And I obviously still believe that. He's got the MVPs. He probably won't win another MVP. But he might look at this team and go, let's stay here. Now, he said, I want to be a Nugget. Okay. I mean, that's the right thing to say. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. The Dan Patrick Show. And you. 6 Pacific on Fox Sports Radio. You're listening to the IronPigs Radio Network.
Pitching change here for the Buffalo Bisons as Brendan Salucci, who took the loss back on Tuesday, makes his second appearance of the week. A somewhat local kid out of Penn Charter, 12th round pick by the Red Sox. 2019 free agent pickup by the Blue Jays. Gave up the 3-run homer to Otto Kemp that gave the Pigs the lead the 5th inning Tuesday morning. Second appearance of the week for him today. He is 0-1, 3.72 ERA, 10th appearance. 9 2/3 innings, 15 strikeouts, 6 walks, has given up 9 hits. First to face him will be Carter Keyboom. The over Piguero out at second. Keyboom 1 for 3 with a double. Piguero just doubling to chase Mako out of the game. It's Salucci's first pitch. Slider down the dirt. Salucci, 6'4", 211-pound lefty. Pitch home. Keyboom takes a sinker this time. Ball 2. Look back to second. Pigs down 13-3. Bottom 8. 2-0. Down the dirt. 3 balls, no strikes. .30. Keyboom taking all the way. That's in for a strike. .31 down in the dirt. Ball 4. Keyboom not really enticed by any of those. 5-pitch walk. 2 on, 2 out. And Caleb Ricketts will get a left-on-left matchup now. Ricketts from the left side. Salucci, the southpaw, delivers home. A breaking ball down the dirt. So Salucci now 6 pitches out of the pen. 5 of them have missed. Of course, the walks for the Pigs, part of the issue here today. Bisons on the other end. Only walked 3 hitters. Pitch to Ricketts. Hard ground ball up the middle. That's going to squeak into center for a base hit. Figueroa gets the wave around third. He'll come in to score without a play. It's an RBI single for Caleb Ricketts. Good action left on left. Dials in. Bounces the base hit back through the box. Scoring Figueroa. RBI single for Caleb. His 20th RBI of the season. And I'll close the book. Adam Macko as he allows 1 run out of the bullpen. Keyboom stops at second. Now Oscar Mercado. Pitch home from Salucci, rather. Mercado pops it up. Out of play, first base side. Into the seats. Pitch home. Mercado checks the swing. Appeal to first. He held up. Kick in the 1-1. Mercado takes down low. Two and 1 Mercado, 13-4 here in the bottom of the 8th, and Oscar takes down low again. Three balls, 1 strike. Mercado 0 for 3 in this one. 2 on, 2 outs. Salucci delivers, down and away. Ball 4. Second walk out of the bullpen, and Pigs are kind of a swing away here from, interesting is a broad word. Mound visit here for the Bisons as Drew Hayes will go out and talk with pitcher Salucci. Robert Moore due up. The Pigs hit their first grand slam of the year earlier this week. That was Otto Kemp's long ball. But if Moore put a ball in the gap, put a ball over the wall, it's a 5-run game. That's kicking the tires at least a little bit. They have taken Salucci out from finishing this game himself, though, now at 12 pitches. The Bisons have some movement in their bullpen. Nobody throwing yet. Some guys are at least stretching. First pitch home to Robert Moore, switch hitter batting right, and it's down and in on him. Pitch home, Moore dribbles it to the backstop. 1 ball, 1 strike. One. Moore swings, stings it on 1 hop right at second. Mendoza there to pick it. Will waltz to the bag to force out Mercado there and end the inning. Moore hits it hard, but hits into the out and the inning over. Pigs leave them loaded. They do get a run on the RBI single for Caleb Ricketts, so we go to the 9th. 13-4 Buffalo. Here are the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
AirPods, working here, living here. Chick-fil-A is a every qualifying purchase. And delivery. Pleasure to serve.
Let everyone know this. The utility only delivers your electricity and natural gas. IGS Energy gives you the power to choose not only your rate, but also your source. Because while energy runs your gadgets, appliances, heat and air, straightforward, fixed-rate plans from IGS Energy can also fuel your peace of mind. It's why we're trusted by millions of households across the USA, and the official energy provider of your Lehigh Valley IronPigs. Explore your energy choices at IGS.com.
You're listening to the IronPigs Radio Network.
Top of the 9th, Iron Pigs trail the Bisons 13-4. Ryan Cusick back out there. He's done solid work out of the bullpen here. He has been able to cover 3 1/3 innings so far. We'll try to finish this one out. Leave the Bisons at 13 runs. Give the Pigs a 9-run deficit going to the bottom half. Carlos Mendoza leads it off. Cusick the wind to the pitch. Mendoza fouls it off. 0-1. If you're still watching on SamCam, for anybody who might still exist out there, I got a side. The fight in bacon is done again, but I think I have it wrong again, sadly. Pitch comes home, and it's on the outside corner. Mendoza 0-2, because there aren't any sides that match up, or I guess it would technically have to be the opposite side here, with the PA Dutch logo. So I'm not sure why that's not working. Questions that elude me. So the orientation is still wrong here. 0-2. Mendoza flips it in the air the other way, slicing down the line, chasing Mercado. But that's a foul ball into the seats. So I'm just going to still have to adjust things. But it is nice to see that, you know, one side of this is theoretically done. Doesn't really seem like it. So I'm not sure how to line this up any better. It's the same problem I had the last time I got the Fighting Bacon side done. 0-2 on Mendoza, the pitch. And Mendoza slaps in the air deep the other way. Mercado in left backs up a few steps, is under it, makes the catch. 1 out.
First baseman, number 19, Ryan Carter.
Because that's the issue now, is when I have to change the orientation, it breaks up the Fighting Bacon side. But it's so pretty. I don't want to do that. 1 out, nobody on for Ryan McCarty, 0-2 out of the 9 hole. Swings and misses the first pitch. 0-1. So I'm kind of at a loss of how to go forward without, completely blowing this up. Pitch comes home, and Cusick. This is down low. Cusick from the stretch, third base side, rocks and fires. McCarty gets under it. High fly ball down the right field line, shallow. Long run for De La Cruz towards foul territory. It's a foul ball. Just on the other side of the chalk. Otherwise, probably would have been an automatic double. But just a wind sprint for De La Cruz and right. Get the cardio in before the end of the day. My question, though, with the Rubik's Cube is if I am able to complete a side like that, how could it possibly be wrong? How do I adjust? So many unanswered questions. It's a befuddling 3x3 cube. One and two on Ryan McCarty. Cusick, high leg kick delivers. Fastball down and away. Two, down the dirt. Okay, now I'm kind of picking it up. Full count on Ryan McCarty, one out, top of the ninth, 13-4. Buffalo leads in the 3-2. Hanging slider fouled back. No, that's not right. Almost. Three-two. McCarty a weak tapper up the third base side. Another foul ball. Still full count on Ryan McCarty. Bisons by 9 in the ninth. 3-2. McCarty a hard chopper down the third base line, just outside of the bag. Count remains full here. Three-two. McCarty fouls away another. Ninth pitch of the at-bat. Three-two. McCarty a hard ground ball the other way, but playing off the line. Keyboom there to glove it. Will race to the bag himself. Retire McCarty. 2 outs.
Now, number 7, Ismael.
Back to the top of the order, Ismael Munguia. 0 for 3 today, 2 walks, RBI, left-handed hitter, swings in the first pitch, fouls it away. 0-1. Thirteen to 4, Bisons, top of the ninth. Munguia from the left side, Cusick the belt, delivers. Munguia off the hands, a soft floater, shallow center. That's going to dunk in for a base hit. So Munguia with a hit in every game played this week. Fists one into center. Keeps the ninth inning going here for Josh Kasevich. First pitch comes home to Kasevich. This is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. One 0. Cusick, this is in the other batter's box. Ball 2. Yeah, this Rubik's Cube is going to befuddle me for a long, long time. It's a good return on investment. Even if you had paid for it, I didn't. But if you paid for one, I mean, hours of fun, might not describe it, but it, has preoccupied me. 2-0 pitch is in for a strike. 2-1. It's held my attention, that's for certain. Desperation mode. 2-1. Cusick misses down and away. Three and 1, 2 outs, runner at first, and the slider's right down the middle. Full count. They'll put the runner in motion. Runner at first, Mungia get the head jump. 13-4 Bisons, top of the ninth. 3-2, called strike 3. Fastball at the knees, got him looking. Kasevich punches out. Cusick is third of the game. Kasevich wanted to challenge. Bisons don't have any left, though, and that'll do it for Buffalo here in the top of the ninth. Pigs, final chance coming up. Bottom 9, they need 9 to tie it, 10 to win it. It's 13-4 Buffalo here on the Pigs Radio Network. Presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
This is the season to finally make it happen at Ashley's Spring Savings Event. Discover mattresses for every type of sleeper with no interest for 5 years when you buy in store. That's top bedding brands starting at only $37 a month. And you can elevate your sleep for less. With Ashley's Sleep Adjustable Base Set, now $600 off. The sleep you've been dreaming of is finally within reach. Make it happen today at Ashley's Spring Savings Event. Shop more spring mattress deals in store or at ashley.com.
Specifically designed to help people struggling with tax programs that consume benefit funds. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. Rated by the Better Business Bureau, their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. Optima can start the process, helping you put an end to your worries about paying garnishment and seizure and other restrictions. Find the best coaches to solve your tax problem. The experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation. Call 800-608-0955. 800-608-0955. 800-608-0955. You're listening to IronPigs Baseball, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. On Fox Sports Radio 94.7 FM, 12:30 a.m., and streaming at lvfoxsports.com.
Bottom of the ninth, last chance time for the Pigs, trailing the Bisons 13-4. Christian Cairo lead it off top of the order against Brendan Salucci here for Buffalo. Had some trouble out of the bullpen, 2 walks, allowed an RBI single in the 8th. First pitch to Cairo, he swings it to Chopper left of the mound. To his left, shortstop Lantigua flags it down. Long throw to first, it's late. And Cairo legs out an infield single here to be in the 9th. First for the day for Cairo, who's on base for a 3rd time. That's just what Cairo does. He gets on base. Any which way, he's gotten on base 3 different ways today. Hit by pitch, a walk, and a single. Stuart Baroa, switch hitter batting right, swings the first pitch. It's a cue ball off the end of the bat. Up the first base side, Salucci on the bare hand fields and flips it over the head of McCarty at first down the right field line. Cairo will end up at third base. It's an infield single for Stuart Baroa, and E1 puts Cairo at third base. So a rally for the Pigs here to begin the bottom of the ninth, although they're going to need a lot more. Trail by 9. Here's Otto Kemp, man at the corner. Salucci fires on the outside corner, just missing. 1 ball, no strikes. Or 1-0. Kemp fouls it back. Otto, 3-run homer back in the first. Counts for 3 of the 4 runs today for the Pigs. Pitch home, Otto shoots it the other way and into right for a base hit. Coming home to score from third, Cairo. Baroa will stop at second. And it's 3 straight singles for the Pigs here to begin the bottom of the 9th. Make it 13-5 now here, bottom 9. I'll probably bring a mound visit or potentially just some action in the Bisons bullpen here. Otto with a 4 RBI game following the 5 that he had back on Tuesday. Not a bad week for him. First pitch home to Brian De La Cruz, a bouncer back to the mound, gloved by Salucci, goes to second, 1, relay to first, is in time. McCarty able to hold the bag as his foot was sliding off. Let's say 6-3 double play. Turned on De La Cruz, who falls to 1 for 5 today. Last chance time for the Pigs, 2 outs, man at third, 13-5 Buffalo. Their final hope is Leover Piguero, who doubled his last time up. First one home to Piguero. Salucci with a breaking ball down the middle. 0-1. This is up high. Ball and a strike on Leover Piguero. Pigs, 5 runs. They have gotten up to 10 hits now. No errors. Bisons, 13 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. Salucci kicks, delivers. Piguero a chopper down the third base side. That's foul. Pigs down to the final strike now, 1-2. Wait for R.J. Schreck to retrieve the ball in left. Bisons an 8-run 5th inning difference in the game here tonight. The 1-2 up and away from Salucci. Scored 8 runs, 5 walks, 1 hit by pitch, just a couple of hits. Salucci set of the chest, rocks the leg, delivers home, and Piguero out in front, grounds it off the IronPigs dugout. Count remains 2-2. Still 2-2 on Leover Piguero. Salucci at the chest. To the plate, Piguero broken bat liner towards second. Leaping Mendoza, he bobbles it and still catches it. He leapt up, hit off his glove, then he snagged it out of midair to end the game. What a play to end it, the finals. The Bisons 13 and the IronPigs 5. That's the ball game. Mendoza, nice leaping play, recovers on the bobble, and the IronPigs fall by a final of 13-5 here on Thursday night. We'll go ahead, take a break, come back with totals and a recap next on the Staybird Suites Allentown Bethlehem Airport postgame show here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
This summer, we're going from minor league baseball to major fun. Whether you're just stopping by or looking for that.
That was a crazy play by Mendoza.
Crazy.
Rewards everyone. Start earning points on your next qualified Buy Wyndham hotel stay and redeem them for minor league baseball tickets and experiences all summer long. Not a Wyndham Rewards member? Join for free at WyndhamRewards.com. Restrictions apply. Visit WyndhamRewards.com for more details.
Sometimes we try, sometimes no, sometimes one makes so much love. That's right. That's why they
Thanks for listening to IronPigs Baseball. IronPigs Baseball is brought to you by naming rights partner Coca-Cola, presenting partner Capital Blue Cross, and founding partners Air Products, Service Electric, Lehigh Valley Health Network, a part of Jefferson Health, Ebron, The Morning Call, and WFMZ Channel 69 News. Now it's time for the Staybird Suites Allentown Bethlehem Airport postgame show with Sam Jelinek.
Welcome in to the Staybird Suites, Allentown Bethlehem Airport postgame show. Sam Jelinek with you, Cyan Sky broadcast booth. IronPigs fall today to the Buffalo Bisons, final of 13-5. Once again, the Bisons offense is breaking out in a big way. Yesterday, 11 runs. Today, 13. Basically, after they put up 4 runs in the ninth inning on Tuesday, the Pigs pitching has just been unable to contain them. 13-5 the final here in this one. Get your totals and a recap before Jack Heim will have you the rest of the way here. This ball game really early, had the feel of what was going to be a barn burner as Buffalo a 2-run homer in the first. Otto Kemp answering back though for the Pigs for a 3-2 lead, a 3-run shot himself in the bottom of the first to put the Pigs on top. Kind of entered a status quo for a little bit. Scoreless in the second. Bisons tied it in the third, took the lead in the fourth. Pigs had some opportunities with some leadoff base runners in the third and fourth, but couldn't push anything across. And ultimately, the dam burst for the Pigs in the fifth. Buffalo capitalizing on 5 walks, a hit batter, as well as a couple base hits. They played 8 runs. They bat around in the fifth inning for a second consecutive night. That made it 12-3 at the time, as Buffalo just blowing doors off this game. Pigs offense went silently after that. Ryan Husick, though, actually looked really good out of the bullpen as he finished out the final 4 1/3 for the Pigs, allowing just 1 run, 3 hits, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Teams exchanged runs in the 8th. Pigs got 1 more in the 9th for good measure as they were able to get up to 10 hits today. Otto Kemp finishing with 4 RBIs in this one, giving him 9 for the series, but not enough to end for the Pigs as they fall 13-5 here on Thursday night. Final line score, Buffalo 13 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They leave 7 on base. For the IronPigs, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors, and they leave 9. The winning pitcher for the Buffalo Bisons ends up being Brandon Gallagher. Gallagher 1-0 out of the bullpen. Gets his first win as he goes, or Pat Gallagher, 2 2/3 innings, no runs, 1 hit, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts for Pat Gallagher. Gene Cabrera takes the loss for the Pigs. He falls to 1-2. Gene works 4+ innings today, 7 runs, 7 hits, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. No save in this one. We started at 6:44, finished at 9:48. Time of game, 3 hours and 4 minutes, in front of 9,501. Did I read that right? I must have heard that wrong. No, I did hear that wrong. I wrote it down wrong. 5,901. Little switcheroo there. 5,901 are announced attendance here tonight. With the loss, the Pigs fall back to 500 at 18-18, now 11-7 at home, while the Bisons improved to 17-19, 9-12 on the road, and they have taken 2 out of 3 here in this series. Pigs will try to even the series tomorrow, Friday night. It's Tucker Davidson on the mound against Chad Dallas for Buffalo. Chad, the elder brother of one Jack Dallas here in the Phillies organization. Davidson 1-1, 6.75 ERA. Chad Dallas 0-2 with a 4.29 ERA. First pitch, 6:45. Pre-game show hits the airwaves at 6:15 as always. That'll be the next time that I talk to you. So I'll about do it for my portion of the broadcast here this evening. As always, big thanks from me to you for making us a part of your Thursday night. Big thanks to Jack Heim back in the studio, keeping me company for this one, cheering me on in all my Rubik's Cube endeavors. I'll talk to you tomorrow for Game 4 of the series. Oh, a big thanks to our partners here at the Iron Pigs, naming rights partner Coca-Cola, presenting partner Capital Blue Cross, and founding partners Air Products Service Electric, Lehigh Valley Health Network, a part of Jefferson Health, Bebra on the Morning Call, and WFNZ Channel 69 News. Iron Pigs Baseball could not be possible without you. I'll talk to you tomorrow for Game 4 of the series. Until then, as always, thanks so much for listening. I've been Sam Jelinek. Your final score tonight, it is the Buffalo Bisons 13 and the Iron Pigs 5. Saying goodnight, Coca-Cola Park. Jack Heim has you the rest of the way. Staybird Suites, Allentown Bethlehem Airport postgame show here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
If you are looking for retirement living that includes all of your
Well, on it tomorrow, my friend.
Yeah.